Hmm.
Well, I'll be. Oh, nice work, boss. I got a question. Is the cub gonna be okay? Does he need purifying too?
Let me see. Oh,
Hmm.
not to worry. He's safe and sound.
Kept her cub safe while fighting the darkness at the same time. She's quite the mother.
There's not a trace of corruption in the cub, even though it was born to a mother struggling to resist the darkness. I think that's worth looking into. I'll add it to my research
What's up,
notes.
Ian? Add sa Facebook at YouTube. Oh, ito yan. Call of Dragons. Na-sponsor ako. Ay, for 2 hours. Okay yung laro. Kahit walang, kahit hindi ako nagsistream. Nilalaro ko pa rin.
Go on, patient.
Thank you, thank you.
Bad news. Very bad.
The goblin wants to blow the place up!
Didn't realize you two were so fast. My lord, the Wyvern Rider has already planted bombs outside the gates.
At last, an audience! Now, which one of you's the boss? Then listen up. You're
One mage, but the game gives him orcs. Yeah, that's how Kyle.
victory's greatness.
Yeah.
Hand over the treasure now.
But the good thing is, like, it's not random. You can choose.
Look pretty after I blow 'em wide open. What treasure? You won't confess. See, Spy, I told you it sounds better when it rhymes. Super boom barrel! Fire!
Fucker planted bombs right outside my base.
So give me what I want.
Love, I think you better give him his treasure, hon.
Hear that, Spot? Maybe I ought. Did you or
A dragon came here.
then take a couple days ago when I was testing out my super boom barrel? Next thing, everybody read. Then it disappeared. I did it. It disappeared into a cat. Me and dragons using
For 2 hours? Yeah. I've been playing it all day. Like along with ROO.
What are you up to? Come on, Spy, try and keep.
My brother took me somewhere like this once. Even my father. Frankly, I walked a long way the night I left Orngrad.
Yo, what's up, Ice? What's going on, brother? Doing good, doing good.
I hardly broke a sweat.
Bombed him. Manood na lang muna ako nito. You know they patched petite feature on C server? They did. Well, no, they did patch the petite feature. They patched the channel change feature that stops your counter. That's what they patched. Because they don't want to admit that that the petite thing is a bug. So they patched the channel change instead. Should I bring my slavers to level up, or is it slow them XP again? As long as your priest is not in your party, it's okay. Just make sure that they don't have pets out, so they don't do damage, so they don't lose CT.
My trade, that looks like
You kidding me? Let me have a look.
still can't.
It's gotta be up. Let's go, Spike!
Ooh, okay. I gotta follow the card here. Okay. There we go. Hey, Pero. What's going on, man? That doesn't work anymore? I'm still level 80? Yeah. Oh, level 80 is not a bad spot to be in, actually. That's actually a pretty good spot to be in. You're at the power spike that you needed, and the next really major power spike that you're waiting for is like level 90. So, you're not behind. You're still in a good spot. What's up, Foggy? I have a spot reserved for you and your wife, by the way. In D2, so... I think Thai should have told you it already. Could also fix the lag in my XP after patch. I had to stand in that petite quest and use macro and emulators. The thing is, like, that thing is really hard to, you know, to not do manually, because unless you're a really good like programmer. Not like a really good programmer, but like you have some experience with programming, I guess. You could make it happen, but otherwise, there's so many factors to consider. Three days mo rin nagamit, Vince. Oh, di ba? Ano yan? Malaking XP pa yan eh. Epic, pero... She did mention it? Okay, that's good. Ooh, okay. Somebody useful got the thing. No problem. You're welcome, bro. Well, I'm doing good. Sleep schedule is not where I want it to be, but on the bright side, I'm actually getting sleep now because of the Sky Petite thing being quote unquote like patched. So that means I'm actually gonna get sleep. I'm actually gonna be able to edit videos now, because before I couldn't edit videos because of I had to take advantage of that while it was still out. So. I think I'm behind on the quest, so yeah, they patched it already, so. Which is funny, because like that's been out since KR. Since KR NA. And the funny thing is, like, they didn't acknowledge, because they said that it was a feature in NA, the Petite Quest, the C devs actually didn't acknowledge that it was a bug. So they didn't fix the Petite Quest. They fixed the channel change mechanic. So they doubled down on it, and they still didn't want to admit that it's a bug. They still they're very adamant on it being a feature still. Which I mean, you know, semantics, but oh, guess that means I was right.
We've put the map back together, but I still can't figure color.
Right, got it.
Nice.
Oh,
Guys, please don't fight.
Appreciate the diplomacy, Gov. Otherwise, now would be the perfect time to.
Or did they add a timer or something? Well, the thing is, like, there's a timer to begin with, but that timer stops when you change channels, so you only lose like 1 to 2 seconds or 6 seconds instead of like 10 seconds, which extended your CT by a lot. And
Tell me I can make.
they changed that already.
So, back in the Black Dragon's lair, the
Ignore him. Whatever. How exactly?
Oh, what?
Guide me towards the light. Come on. We've got to stop it.
Mm,
fire is dangerous, but I like a little danger.
a level 88 have is 185k DP. Probably Marionette. Marionette. Well, yeah, Marionette's your best bet. It's gonna be the best XP for you. Now the problem is getting a spot there, because the moment I announce that something is good, it gets crowded like instantly.
Not even worth my time.
Mutiny! Sunday, look at his.
Looks like that.
You're all cracked. Sir, this must. If that's the. Fine. I'm not spending so.
I like story, but at the same time, sometimes I'm so impatient.
First things first. Now, any up?
Guide me toward the light.
Hey, it ain't
Spy.
she didn't and whom even the
Saying at rates that gives so little XP, yeah, you know, Marionette's gonna be the best, especially if you're a high whiz because of grab field doing extra damage to them. Plus, like, you probably have like Strauf cards left from your Nightmare grind, so that's really good. Not only that, as soon as you're done with Marionettes, once Glass Time comes out, you're gonna be using a Strauf card again on like Dark Frames. So you're gonna get a lot of value
We've already.
from your Strauf cards.
Fine. Then that'll solve.
Your Grace, it's a dangerous place.
My first.
My first big adventure.
Greetings. Long time no.
Oh,
Now it's my.
enough wet sweat. Fine.
It's.
You can use it for some minis and MVPs for Glass Time too, like Dark Lord.
I'm asking. We came under. We really do. All right. Sorry, everyone. Wait here, and don't worry.
Too right. I'm not let my soup.
They changed the whole automatic healing from the hospital thing. It's kind of weird. Like, why add more, I feel like that's a really weird update. Why add more, like, work for people to do? There's already a lot of micromanagement in this game. It's not like it's lacking in that. It's just, interesting, oh, wow. Okay. Ranged assault, range unit attack. Okay. Ballistas, intelligence gathering, power. Okay. Arcane knowledge, magic unit attack. Yeah. Let's do that a little bit more. Let's see. War studies. Double arcane dust chance. Level 3, level 3. Okay, there we go. I only have one Straff or reward from that carnival event thing, that Monopoly-like game. Oh, yeah. There was another event that gave you another opportunity to get a Straff card. But basically what you want to do, before everybody and their mothers, like, starts to buy out all the Straff, if they haven't already, grab, like, if you can grab, like, a double 3-star Straff, which is a lot cheaper than any other combination. It would be pretty good. Storehouse, yeah, I could probably. Or even. I want to be even though. Level up some more. Boom.
I hope I'm handsomely rewarded.
Sunken chip. Sunken chip's better. Right side, mid-right. Right by the portal. Right after you get into the portal. Towards mid-right is the best spot. But yeah, like I said, it might be populated already because tends to happen when I announce that a spot is good. You want to go magic here? Although I should probably go magic for her, because rage generation, or skills rather. I think skills would be really nice here. Casting rage skills grants 20 additional rage. When it's casting rage skills, you're not just deputy. Grant your legion 10 rage. This is really good. Being hit with a normal attack customer central grants it. Because rage is kind of rage is just such a good thing to have. Especially for her, because her burst damage is pretty good. It's alright. Oh yeah. So she seems like a very like burst dependent class. Plus like she has dots too. But it's all dependent on rage. So if I feel like even for PvE, instead of like going the PvE spec, I still think the PvP spec is actually better. Even though she's not really made for PvP, but because of her kit and how much burst it has, I feel like she actually does fill a PvP niche. I won't really call it niche, she's too flexible to be called a niche. Which is better, 3-star Straff or 2-card Straff on Ragnarok Origin? 3-star Straff or 2-card Straff? If you only have 2 Straff cards, then you're better off using them both. Especially if you're fighting like a demon type mob that Oh, there you go. Like a demon type mob that doesn't really have, like, let's say like it's medium and you don't really have a skull worker, that's better. If it's large especially, like, I'll be honest with you, unless you're like a full on whale, it's a waste of money trying to buy like a Minorous card. Because it's the way that the uses that it has is very limited. I got lucky here. I got accepted into like the top guild in the server. Even though I just started like yesterday. 2 days ago, really. And I don't know why I'm like I can never like not play a game and try hard. What's up, Miko? What's going on, brother? It's like I'm playing this game as like a part of a sponsorship, but I'm like try-harding it for some reason. Like one day I'll be able to play a game and like not try hard it. But the urge is always too hard to resist. Okay. Get some more levels here. Oh, thank you for the speed up, brother. Okay. Let's see what we found. Nothing. The edge. Oh, you found a behemoth at least. Are we prepping to beat the world boss? I'm starting to build up my forces so I can actually contribute. Okay, let's see. 60 minutes. There we go. Yeah, there we go. That works.
Just like heroes, units also have their own by researching and unlocking.
I have those going. Story quest, I have to wait a little bit for that one. EDC, it's all good, man. Is it worth the 3-star my Megalodon cards because I don't have Tharfrog yet? It's not a bad choice. There's probably a better raw HP value from Ancient Mummy. Jesus. There you go. If you're looking for like a placeholder. The only problem with that card is like because of the auto signum, it does tend to mess up people's pulls sometimes, but if you're fine with that, that's good too. Speaking of which, I have here treaty points. 11 hours. Do I really want to wait 11 hours? Why would I? Okay, there we go. It's all good. Bro, what ROO patch notes? You tuning in, bro? I mean the big patch notes? Is it okay to tear up attack feather first for FS priest, while later I can recoup and change to defensive? I mean, I don't know if you want to like recoup, but I mean, feathers are always like a solid investment. So whatever plan you have, as long as it's like leads to the development of your feathers that complements your playstyle, you can't really go wrong with it. Think of feathers as like your foundation. Your feather, your statue, like, all of those are pretty solid like foundations that you kind of need. It's not going to reflect on your DP a lot, right? It's like you're probably gonna see yourself like have less DP than some people, and then you know you find out later on that like, hey, even though you have lower DP, I am actually outperforming some of these guys. So uh, uh,
The mist has dispersed.
mana prospecting. Yeah, I can do that after. You got it, Miko. Certain increments on Hunter weapon in level 80 or Ixion. I got 430 attack speed only with food and potion buff also. Ixion is really good for free-to-play players to get higher attack speed. Because, like, here's the thing. If you're playing ADL Sniper, you're not going to be a top fragger, right? Even for, like, Giga Whales, it's very hard to top frag as a sniper. So, like, you know, abandon all hopes of that when you're playing as a free-to-play. But what you can do is play a very niche like role where even though you're free to play, you're still incredibly useful because of the fact that if you are going to be part of a team later on, it's actually really useful for you to spam CC cards, right? Because like eventually if you continue down that path of like playing that class and playing that build, you eventually get access to what's like what we call like the midnight bow. Basically what it does is it has a 10% chance to silence built into the weapon. So you compound that with like other like crowd control cards, then you know, even though you're free to play, you could easily shut down a whale as long as you get, you know, you get to them first and you CC them first. So there's an element of luck there, but that's already a lot to ask for. You know, as a free to play fighting a whale. So but if you can do that for your guild, then all of a sudden you come from this like, even if you're free to play and you're playing a niche build, all of a sudden like you're incredibly useful. But again, it requires like, you know, good targeting. It requires like awareness on your end to know what your job is. Infantry unit defense. I don't really want to use infantry though. Should I just do wood gather speed? I never know. Eventually, I might. But yeah, it's all about knowing what your role is, what your job is, and as long as you can play that like proficiently, yeah. Even as a free-to-play player, you can actually shut down whales, especially the dumb whales. Hey, Buxo. Yes, the champ guide. Okay, so good news. Good news is because of I finally managed to get sleep, and because of the channel change mechanic being patched, that means I have a lot more time. So that means I can actually edit the video and all the other videos I was supposed to edit that I didn't have time to because, you know, I was doing 14-hour grinds, and you can kind of, you know, you can kind of see why I wouldn't have a lot of time. But I'll get that done for your pack, so I promise you. Or to grind now, this Capital is fixed level 82. Marionette. Marionette. Will we get to see your action like ET, PvP events, etc.? Hope your stream blows up. You deserve it. Thanks, Chase. Appreciate that, man. I'm still a little half and half on the streaming like PvP events like 5v5s because I don't want to reveal too much, right? It's like there are guilds that are paying me like for consultation to help them with the roster, help teach them like how to, you know, the basics of like fighting, all that. So you don't want to give out your livelihood for free either, you know what I mean? So the other thing too is that ET though, ET I can definitely stream ET. Although because I'm usually like busy during the week, I tend to do ET like probably like last minute, almost like on Sundays. And then I basically like the whales in our guild basically just, you know, they realize that I don't have a lot of time because I handle a lot of like guild matters and like organization in the guild. So they tend to just carry me through. This thing has a battle pass. 82,000 gems for this battle pass? That's crazy, but you have to get to like level 25. Alright. Call of Dragons sponsors, can I please have some gems? Just I have a Savage Bay familiar card in my weapon for PvP events just because I have them. What's the Silence Weapon card again? Silence Weapon card is Meddler? But eventually, like, you won't need a silence card because you'll have the Midnight Bow. Really useful for, like, people who, you know, are precise with their targeting. Yeah. I'm just gonna abuse range characters, man. This game, like, in its range characters are so, like, abusive.
May the moon bless all beings.
We're sharing for XP. I'm current level using my seats on Cobalt level 81 wizard. Yaji, you should be doing marionettes. Marionette's like the best XP right now.
I shall fight to the last.
They don't know their roles. They think they can compete with Whale. Yeah, it's very unrealistic. Like me, it's like I'm technically free to play because I haven't spent anything in the game, but because I get gifted like Nyans, I've had access to like actual like, you know, cash shop stuff. So even though I haven't spent a dime, technically I'm not really anymore like free to play because people spend for me. So even with that, I still wouldn't try to think that I can beat a Whale. That's just unrealistic, right? Like there's no point in somebody spending $100,000 in this game just for a free to play player to beat them, unless like it's a sniper versus like a champion or something, right? But eventually, like, they'll scale off of that as well. And if they're not dumb and they actually level up their childbirth or their volcanic bulldog or something like that, then they can survive those Asuras. And eventually, once paladins are out, they can survive that even more. You know, so you need to kind of like figure out your role. It's like, what is the possibility for me? Like, what are like plays that I can make that's possible that is not going to be gatekept by money, right? And once you figure that out, then you start to see a clear, definition of your role, and then you start to perform like a lot more efficiently, and then you become a lot more relevant. You know, because when you play a mobile game, let's be real here. Like anybody who goes into a mobile game and doesn't expect it to be like pay to win is, you know, fooling themselves, right? It's just not a realistic outlook or expectation for that matter. So you're trying to be a competitive guild? Hell yeah, man. I always encourage people to be competitive. It's just more fun that way. Like, win or lose. As long as you're trying, as long as you're trying to figure out, like, the next play, it's hella good. What's up, 8-Boy? What's going on, man? Patambay now. Give us tips on how you monitor your members' equips. They are already PvP ready. Do you require everyone to save, to have Hydra Skullworker or other stuff to be efficient? I require everybody to try to focus their MA on Skullworker and Hydra cards. Right? because not everybody is going to have easy access to those. So for those that don't have easy access to those, then that's kind of like the their job to spend their MA wisely, so to speak. How do you monitor your members' equips? You kind of like do a percentage. I can give you like you could have a spreadsheet. Like Google Spreadsheets or Google Docs is a free thing that you can use. Ooh, what is this? Stop the cavalry's legions and defeat all enemies. Okay. This is all not cavalry. What? Where's your cavalry?
Infantry units have excellent survivability and excel.
Yeah, I'm well aware.
A real warrior doesn't need help. Don't hold back.
Okay. Marinette 3 ticks is better than Nightmare 1 tick. Oh, 3 ticks? Oof. They're level 90. Nightmare is level 80. But if you can 1 tick Nightmare, and as long as you're doing the triple spot Nightmare, Nightmare should still be able to give you like good XP. What the? Sky Petite? Not anymore. They patched it already. You can still take advantage of the channel switch to get more Sky Petites, but you can't. The timer doesn't stop anymore for channel changing. Sir, Ixion or Euler? I'm just confused. Peter, are you free to play? If you're free to play, you can go Ixion Wing if you want. Because you need the attack speed. Like, if you're free to play and you're using, like, Malon Crab or, like Yules or Euler or whatever, it's pretty tough.
Don't worry, I have time. None can defeat nature.
Skullworker still no drop? Yeah, me too, Miko. One day. If it's gonna go down to pity, it's gonna go down to pity. Think of it this way though, it's like if you get lucky and you get it within a month or less, it's really good. Because really you only need 4 copies to get a purple card to 3-star, right? So you only really need, let's say if you average a drop within like a month for each drop, that's already really good, because like then you can get a 3-star Skullworker or Hydra in a span of like 4 months each, or if you get lucky, less, right? And that's it. That's all you need. Like, it doesn't go past 3-star. So as long as you play the game like as like a marathon instead of like a sprint, then you can see how like that progression is considered pretty good for us that don't have a lot to drop on a card. Do you practice studying gear monitoring everything's your progress? Yes, I do, Paxo. Yeah, I do. It's a lot of work, but then again, it comes with the territory when you go for like a competitive guild. Friendly with ranged legions to stop enemies from destroying lives. Oh. Is the Skype feature still working? No. They changed the mechan. What the? Okay.
A warrior doesn't need divine favor. Only I decide who I am.
range? I can probably ambush them. Yeah, they're surrounded X4, X4. I'm flanking your back line. You also, oh, you have two brooch? Then yeah, you can go Yules then. Is it in the late game FS Priest still using DS staff or staff like Crows? It's still gonna be DS staff. Yung grinding pa naman ako ni pala 10M lang ako next week. Kahapon lang Miko. They didn't really fix the fix the Sky Petite grind. What they actually did was they changed the mechanic.
A real warrior doesn't need help from above. I'll take the lead.
They changed the mechanic for channel changing. So they basically doubled down on what they said, that the Sky Petite thing was a feature, not a bug, by not fixing the Sky Petite thing, but instead they changed the channel change mechanic instead. So either they really sticking to their guns on that one, or or they're very stubborn. You got it, Peter. Since you mentioned that they're out of here, you don't know top stuff for you. What will happen if they suddenly get refund? Are you scared you might get banned? Yeah, if I get banned, I get banned. It's like, that's the thing. It's like you can't really like guess, Like right now, it's like anybody could top up on your account and then refund it, and then you get banned. So if it happens, it happens. Then obviously there's I'm probably gonna create that as an opportunity to make a big splash, and have a more concrete response from them for that. Like, I'm not gonna take it lying down, for example, right? So is there any leak about Force Job besides Rangers? Not yet, no. If there is, though, I'll let you guys know. For sure. Hey, you never know. Maybe Rune Knight is next. Maybe Knights will have some salvation. Because I can't see I can't see them putting a lot of focus into. I can't see them putting a lot of focus into trying to buff LKs at this stage in the game. So they might just buff it when we get to LK, so RK. Low spinner, which weapon should I focus on making first? Fist, Slash, or Berserk? If you are trying to be relevant in PvP scenarios, Kangas, you probably want to go Fist. Yeah. Server 102? Is this wait, Aqua, is the server actually up to 102, bro? Holy. Isn't it efficient anymore? What mechanics changed? I grinded the rest here, only got 12M XP at level 82. 12M XP at level 82 is actually not too bad. But they changed the channel change mechanic. They didn't change the Sky Petite. You can still do it and get mobs. It's just that they changed the channel change mechanics. Would MC build, proc city build work in global? If by work you mean it can get kills, then yes. The cost that it would take to get it to that point is going to be, it's probably gonna rival what it would cost to build the Synex, but it won't be as effective. It's not going to be anywhere near as effective. I can tell you that. And it's going to be a money sink too. Because you need MVP cards to make the Proc City build work. Because you need Mutant Dragon card, which gives you Dragon Breath. You need other MVP cards for Meteor Storm procs. So, oh, did it die? Okay. So it's very very expensive, and you'd be lucky to get the cars that you need, because otherwise it's like, you know, the cheapest cars that you can probably get is like, let's say, like what, like a Jupiter Thunder, to get like a 3-star on that one. That's like relatively cheap compared to everything else. And then you could also have eventually there is going to be Pitman cards that are going to help you with that build. So, you know, it's very expensive, but here's the thing: it's like the same weaknesses that make Magic Crasher not very viable is the fact that you have to get up close. Like your range, well, I mean, it's range, right? But like you still have to get up close. You have to get it to a certain distance from somebody, versus like the amount of distance that somebody can, like a caster can, you know, maintain, and that makes you vulnerable to, you know, getting killed. And there's nothing that you can do about that. You're tired using single target heal? Yeah, AoE heal would be nice, because they have like staff that can kind of like make you do AoE heals. But the problem with those things are, it's like you sacrifice too much for them, to the point that it's not worth going for those things. Marami ako natutunan. Appreciate that, Miko. Paladin Sacrifice build do good in NA. Paladin Sacrifice build is probably one of the more effective DPS type builds for Paladin. Problem is that it also costs a ton of money to be good, because like you need to whale out on your account so that you have a high enough like base HP. What is this? So yeah, it's very costly. Do I not have, like, who else do I have that's a good defensive champ? Hold on. Garrison. Okay, we got Garrison. That's it. I don't have any Garrison champs. Gather. Really? Oh well. It's what it is, I guess. Why are priest nerf and PvP heal decrease? It's because like otherwise it would be too OP, Tofu. Like imagine it's like you're trying to kill. Imagine this, like you're trying to kill like a hyper carry, right? And they have a Devo Paladin right behind them. If they go in with the Devo Paladin behind them, and then they have like 3 priests like spam healing the Paladin, it's like you're never gonna kill the guy. You know, it's pretty OP. They can't refund it because devs doesn't do refunds. Oh, there you go. What's up, Lance? How does MVP ranking work? Is there a bug we have to double with a 5-man paid around 19% HP? When it died, we weren't even in the top 10 with the last spot going to a 1-man party monk. So, the best way that I can put MVPing in this game is it's very masochistic. Even if you do a lot of damage, let's say like you're a whale, right? Like you do, let's say like you did 50% of this or 30% of this like boss's HP. But if you don't take enough damage, no more. So if you don't tank enough damage, which you don't take enough damage, if you don't get enough heals in, which may be in the form of like potions or Yggdrasil berries or like a monk's heal or a priest heal, you lose out on those points as well. So, you know, and obviously with the first hit and last hit mechanics too, that also add points. That comes into play as well. So, what am I doing? Oh, okay. So, with all those factors like put together, yeah, the point system is a little skewed. How was that possible? Chances are there's a good chance that he took more damage than you guys because he had he probably had like lower armor. He was fully offensive, but he still managed to survive. So he got enough healing in. What's up, Jeremy? What's going on, bro? R feathers for monk. You wanna go? You definitely wanna go for like PvP feathers, like light and dark, especially. That way that you can actually scale into the late game and still be able to kill whales, or like the whales is like paladins. Is there a good raid spot? There is like a decent raid spot, like in the Doppel map, like northwest, like mid northwest kind of like area. But like you never really go to raids for XP. I'll tell you that right now. You go there for some XP and a decent chance to get a card. Can crit def reduce Falcon crit chance to counter ADL? Crit def can counter any form of critical, yeah. 9 hours, but adds 800? Yeah, I kind of want that. How many LKs do you have on your elite team, if there is any? I put some LKs in there in advance so they can familiarize themselves with like rotation and following their teams. But they're not gonna stay as LK. They're future paladins, and that's the only reason why. If there was an actual LK main, I would never put them there. And again, it's not because I have like this, you know, natural hate for LKs. I don't hate LKs. As a matter of fact, like the devs probably hate LKs because they made them so bad.
Playing with fire is dangerous, but I like a little danger.
Healing bandage is the best for FS even in the future, right? Healing bandage. Oh yeah, I forgot. Healing bandage here is for healing, not because in NA healing bandage was actually was the one who gave you the agility 5 buff. Until they make a costume that is better than it, then yeah. Because there's the stats on the costumes here are not the same as they were in NA. They keep switching them around. I don't know why. But they are. The beast with the plus 15 weapon, right? The ROO blue spear, which is what you're going to be using for Sakri, is pretty good. Pretty good. It definitely does like quite a bit of damage. But in order for you to be like, you know, like top fragging against like a bunch of whales, you also have to probably whale out harder than them. And it does have some payoff. But again, it's the caveat is that you have to spend. And whether you want to do that as a paladin or, you know, an AoE playmaker, then, you know, that's going to be up to you. But it's not bad by any means. When hunting MVP, in fact, the accessory cards and cards were given on low ranks. I've read somewhere that high rank means high chances, but it doesn't show. Well, I mean, you know, at the end of the day, RNG is RNG, right? Like it might be a higher. There's like if they have like a 5% chance and you have like a 10% chance, but RNG favors them, then they'll get it, not you. So, yes, healing other people does count as your point towards your points. What are the other 3 feathers? I mean, you could also go time space feathers if you can afford those, and then for your one purple feather, you could opt for int if you want to get more SP. Or if you want the raw damage, maybe you have like an off spec combo build. You can definitely go strength on your purple feather. But generally, you don't really expect to be a good grinder as a monk. For free-to-play priest, what do you suggest I prioritize on my Vox statue? I would say prioritize more M attack for your heals. because you should be wearing a Goibni set, which is already making you tanky. So that should balance you out pretty well. If you fight Monster Annihilation, if you 5-man party, then only one activist MA. There is some benefit to it, yes, because they don't get anything and you get majority of it, and more hits equals more chances for a card. And when we tested it live on stream actually, in TBT. I'm not sure if they fixed it, but somebody else killing the mobs actually added to. While I was just standing there doing nothing, mind you. Somebody else killing the mobs gave credit towards my my pity progression, so it counts. Other than killing it during CT, well, they're all gonna be. Usually, it's like the higher the level the mob, the better XP they give. So it really doesn't come. You just have to look at their levels, and it comes down to how fast can you kill them. And then once last time releases, there's gonna be mobs that have way higher HP, but give way more XP than a regular mob. Like Dark Frame is gonna be one of those mobs. Joker is gonna be one of those mobs. So we're gonna be doing those mobs until like we get to like the triple Arclaw spots, for example. Hey boy, I like your LK wearing Balenciaga armor analogy. Yeah. But that's how it feels, right? That's basically what it is. They will do rerun on costume gachas, Nico? Yes, there is. They actually did that already in NA. It was like, I forgot what they called it. It was like throwback something or something similar. And what they did was they have a separate category for it that you can roll for costumes that have been released before. Are you not upgrading your title as much? I'm now Sun Warrior 1. Is it worth it? Yes. A title is definitely worth it, for sure. What I'm doing right now is just I'm just trying not to fall behind in title, so people don't do massive damage towards me. For the most part, I'm focusing a lot on my statue and my feathers, because I do believe that they are higher value. But titles as well. If you're already Sun, that means like you're doing great, right? Like you didn't make a mistake by any means. Because like I'm gonna get to that point as well, and I'm gonna be following suit. But right now it's when looking at the current like server state, you can kind of see that as long as I don't fall too far behind in title and still focus on feathers, I'll still win out in the end. That's the fastest way to farm Union Proof. You can queue up for cross server queue and just be assist. Is it tower? Oh yeah. I'm dragging you to MVP hunt. Are you? God. There, you can. When you have 119 pity in summon, is it really true if you use 5-7 they give 2 S pet? No. I wish if it was, man, that would be nice. I could use a drink right about now. Two-man power. Oh, we got third place as a two-man party. I'm your S pet. Oh shit. So you're always great for who's no problem, man. That's what I'm here for. These Marius are annoying with their firewalls. Yeah, firewall and frost diver, they're very annoying. But they're also really good XP. Is Turn Undead good in Glass High map? Not really, no. Which is, Turn Undead is kind of a meme in this version. Like, before, it was like, Turn Undead was so good before because, like, while some mobs give, like, good XP here when higher, but it's not like how it was before, when you would go Turn Undead on, like, Anubis, for example, in RO1, where he gave you a ton of XP, and it was actually one of the best spots to level. It doesn't really work like that here. Like, that definitely was a, you know, a lapse in balance towards that skill, because, you know, right now it's all it feels like is it's just a placeholder or as a prerequisite, and that's it. It doesn't really serve any purpose. Because even the dark, even like the you know, even like the higher level mobs, like, you're still better off just like casting Emmy, because Emmy's so strong in this version. So beyond the titles, yeah. Is it true that there's a red Vera score? There is, yeah. I can change someone's element. Saw a player from KR, not sure, using lightning bolt. I don't think so, no. How do you get a costume, M18? You basically just have to get the gacha tickets and start rolling for them. Ever need to discuss the patch notes? Not yet, Gory. Hybrid Priest for PvP and PvE count, Holy Stick, and the other equips are FS equipment. If you're trying to be an actual support, especially for PvP, you might want to actually focus on supporting. Because you can kind of get away with it in PvE because your heals are not nerfed, but in PvP your heals are kind of nerfed. So if you decide to go hybrid, you're kind of like gimping yourself there for a little bit. So you can use your save badges for the rerun gachas. Yes. You can also use your the coins, the pity coins, to go to like wardrobe, pick out the costume that passed already, and you can pity those even though they're not available anymore. Where's a good grinding spot for sniper level 80? Is Skype takes shirt 5. It is not, no. If you're going sniper, and there's really not a lot of good spots for sniper, especially if you're ADL. The best you can do is I'm not sure if you're geared for sharpshoot either, so you can't really do Labyrinth 2. Is it to buy chisel and hammer or diamonds in such a part, or we buy using diamond? It is not a waste of diamonds to buy the statue parts, chisel, hammer, all that. You should be getting those because think of it this way, right? It's like I always say, it's like if it's guaranteed progression, it's a good investment because you're not really losing out. So like statue is guaranteed investment, right? Feathers are guaranteed investment. There's zero risk to those, and they're also the type that don't fall off. They'll follow you all out through the game, and they will never fall off. So they're always worth it. 101 jokes. If I can afford the membership, it's all right, man. Don't worry. You guys don't have. Here's the thing, man. If you don't feel bad about like not being able to afford a membership to support, because honestly, just by watching the stream and being here, you guys are already helping, right? Like that's already huge. So don't ever feel bad about not being able to like buy a membership or anything. Because I'm already happy just by people tuning into the stream. Do strength also damage that strength? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. You can turn dead to one-shot ancient mummies on HHH, so that's something. Yeah. That's true. That's true. You can. Is the refined event worth it? Yeah. We'll discuss that later. We're gonna go through. I have some thoughts. Some of them not very nice, but I have some thoughts. Yeah, but I've given God of Swords. I do not at the moment show him, but I will be. That's like one of the more higher demand guides, so I'm gonna be making those. With the Skype Petite thing not being a thing anymore, I actually have a lot of free time. A lot of free time means I have a lot of time to edit videos, so you guys can start expecting, you know, as soon as my body catches up on sleep, because I was not getting any sleep because of that grind. I can start pumping out videos a lot. Like I have a lot of like videos where I've done the research already, I've written the script already. You know, several of them I've already recorded, but I just never had the opportunity to edit them because again I didn't have enough time. But we're gonna be working on those. Trust. And MVP card for participation. Yes, yes, yes. It all comes down to RNG. It's happened quite a few times in NA. I think I was in one MVP. I was doing MVP runs when somebody got the card at one point. It was like the rank 4 guys. I can actually one-hit Skype Petite. I have an EL2 emerging AL sniper, but made a sharpshooter build. What monster should I be prep for getting? If you can still hit one-shot the Sky Petites and you have the resources for ready, that doesn't mean that they're bad because of the thing is like now gone. There are like certain spots in the map, like the north west spot, for example, or there's some of the spots in the middle where you can get an EL and you can actually one-shot like, you know, spawns of like 9 mobs or something, which is still really good XP. I'm trying to do this so I can level up my... Let's upgrade that a little bit. Even though I have so many resources, I don't really need to upgrade these for now, but just for the future because they're going to be part of my foundation technically. I'm still doing them in advance, even though I have an excess of resources. Okay, easy system. And these ceremonial masks also give me like really good stuff here, and I think it's part of like an Eliana's Crisis event. So I'm trying to abuse this event.
Playing with fire is dangerous, but I like a little danger.
Wait. We're outnumbered. Yeah, I don't have enough ranged here. Actually, I need to level Velen, but he's also outnumbered. He doesn't even have an artifact yet for PvP. What about this? No. So Velen. We have the extra Vestals. Sorry. The combo that I'm using is like the best combo right now anyway, so it's not like it's a big deal.
Playing with fire is dangerous, but I like a little danger.
What's up, Sasaki? How do you get the Minotaur mount? You have to use the limited coupons. It's not worth it. It's a waste of money. Like even the people that maxed it out in NA, they ended up using Child of Earth instead, and they all felt like it was a wasted investment. Armor, I'm just curious if someone throw SG on you, would it still change your property to water? Yeah, if you're frozen, yeah. It's all good one-on-one. You being here is more than enough, brother. Thanks for pulling Aspet easily. I got mine at 120 pulls. Pray. John, can I see your statues, please? I can show you my statues later. It's just that we're doing a sponsored stream at the moment. I don't want to get disqualified and, you know. You should get a video editor. When I can start affording, when I can afford to get one, I'll 100% get one, because that would save me a lot of time. And honestly, you know, if I get big enough and I can afford it, then why not, right? Like, they fixed the Skype to yeah. What do you think of the update? We're gonna be going through the whole patch notes later, Kaler. So, what's up, Lorenzo? This is a game called Call of Dragons. They actually sponsored the stream today, guys. So we're doing like a another. I think we're about another 50 minutes sponsored stream going into this. So but yeah, they were kind enough to sponsor the stream today, and yeah, it's a pretty fun game. I actually played it even while I was playing ROO. I had it in the background because it doesn't require a lot of attention like ROO.
I hardly broke a sweat.
Glad we had your help, Beak.
What exactly?
Leithorp's always been a bit isolated from the night. There was nothing the villagers could do.
And I got recruited by like a top guild in here, so it's pretty funny.
Spreading from the end. The villagers couldn't.
Is the null fine for Assassin A and soon to be SBK? Yeah, the null's fine. It helps you a lot with your MR. But you know, like I said, like I always say, Child of Earth is always the best. Volcanic Bulldog is a pretty good second as well. Because it all comes down to survivability, because you know for a fact that you do enough damage already. Especially if you went that class with that build. What's up, Mark? Yeah, appreciate that, brother. Yeah, we got lucky. What's up, Blingsy? Please create an updated HP guide. Yeah, I will. I think leading towards the Paladin release, I'm gonna be making the updated guides for all the first job classes after I release the champ guide, of course. What's up, Lee? Is it worth buying rare card albums for 1k gems on Mysterious Shop? Yeah, I think so. You could get like something that you need, and then if you don't need it, you can always dismantle it. Like, let's be real, you're constantly in need of fragments. I know I am. Oh, the mount, not the pet. Oh yeah, Crosshair 40v40. Yes, it's you get it from winning the Odin Cup, and then once you win it, the whole guild gets it. Yeah. So basically, like, if they follow Taiwan's like format, it's basically gonna be cross server Frontera 1 to Frontera 10, Islude 1 to Islude 10, Morok 1 to Morok 10, Payon 1 to Payon 10, Giffen 1, Giffen 10, all that. You know, that's what the cross server is gonna look like, and then eventually they'll have a higher brackets for the people that came out on top out of all the servers, and then, you know, they'll fight it out in another bracket type tournament. But What skill do you use in PvP as a high whiz? Usually grab field. Definitely carry your magic coat, your elemental resistance. Carry your firebolt, stone curse combo, quagmire. Quagmire is a really hard counter to Synexes that are trying to come in and kill you. Like quagmire plus a gravity field combo really fucks with like Synexes that are trying to like, you know, auto attack crit you. And if there are any Soulbreaker Synexes out there, you could just throw down a Numa. And then that really just hard counters them. Who is it? Leafthorpe. Yeah, sure.
Hi, hello, the one and only.
Hell, Captain Russer sends his regards.
Oh, thank you.
You get max wars from me at level 30, or do you get more to push? Not really. It's so minuscule that it's like anything past level 30 for Yggdrasil, it's just bragging rights.
Alright, bud, I can't. Calm down.
Cynic's got a YouTube channel. Man, he upgraded the statue and got the statue skill. Forgot the name, but the AoE is huge. Oh yeah. We're gonna feature it later as well.
Something's not right. If there were a blight dragon in Leaf the Bucket Town, I reckon we should say, "What's if he's telling the truth?" I'll tell some.
So, are you going or not?
Like we covered last week, I got a Dano with only 30 rolls. Oof, that's really nice. I'm working on getting a tier 3 Donnell eventually. It's gonna be a long time because I'm really unlucky with those. Besides the first one. But we'll see. We'll see.
For the holy light. Atharan awaits.
How far are they running? Oh my god, that's far. I'm speed up. Okay. It's one. Mana prospecting. Let's speed this up, right? Research.
Congratulations, we can now gather.
We can now gather. What's your garrison plan? Scout camp to as a free-to-play priest, any tips on how to survive against champs? Champs are very predictable. Like you know for a fact that once you see them posturing, they're gonna Asura you. So Asura because of the core that makes it instacast is very hard to like straight up outplay. So you have to predict it. So once you see like a champ starting to posture like towards you, like you know for a fact, right? Like there's only one thing he's gonna do. He's just gonna Asura you. So as long as you're like aware of that, and you have like good like spatial awareness, like you know for a fact that that's the only thing he's gonna go in and do. So once you see that happening, your first move should be just preemptively putting up a safety wall. Because even in PvP, even with the nerf cooldowns in PvP, you know, you can still have a safety wall up for, you know, the entire duration, as long as, like, you know, an auto attack class doesn't destroy it. And, you know, put another one down before the first one ends, so they're very easy to counter for safety wall classes. It's just that, you know, you have to be spatially aware. You can't just be like, oh, I'm just gonna hold my PP over here and like hope that I can get this safety wall out in time. Like, it's not gonna happen, right? $76 to $80 leveling spot. 76 to 80, Nightmare. Nightmare Rex. Nightmare is the best for you. Get purple card fragments without dismantling purple cards. Through events. Usually, like, it costs you money. Otherwise, the only way is for you to buy cheap purple cards, like the Obian one. The Water Obian one. And then dismantling them, and that's it.
Playing with fire is dangerous, but I like a little danger.
You know how to change the highlights of one of the hairstyles? Mine always, Yo, John, thanks for the membership, man. Appreciate you, brother. Welcome to the Get Good Club. You know how to highlight the styles of one of the hairstyles? Mine always change the base color. Oh, you mean like the one with like the little streaks? Unfortunately, you can't. Like, there's the one thing that you'll notice in this game is that like there's not a lot of customization. It's a very basic customization for like hairstyle and hair color.
Guide me toward the light.
And the only way that it makes up for it is through.
I have to keep going.
Oh, is it? The only one thing you can make up for it is through they make up for it is through headgear customization. That's it. Otherwise, it's still pretty. Other allies. Oh. Oh, for behemoth, I can actually kill this thing. I'm talking about it's around like 3.5k. Plus, how can I counter agility cynics as a whiz? Feel like safety wall is not enough. The one way you can counter them is max Quagmire. Max out your Quagmire, put a safety wall on top of yourself, and then stack Gravity Field on you. The stat decrease from Quagmire, and you know, especially if you have a Quagmire core that does extra damage, plus the damage of like, you know, 2 double triple stack Gravity Field is more than enough to kill them, because they may do a lot of damage, but you have to remember they are a dual dagger class. That means they're not wearing a shield. So that's why, even though they do a ton of damage, they will also get melted.
I am in position. Time waits for no one.
Keep leveling. Can Magnum Break count hits the safety wall? Magnum Break counts as an AoE, so it's not. It's gonna bypass. It's gonna bypass safety wall. Like, that's why, like, sometimes you put a safety wall, and if you're like like if you're in Yggdrasil, for example, and you have safety wall up and you get Magnum Breaked by GTB, you get thrown outside of the safety wall. The one weird AoE is like Maw from Frioni, which actually takes safety wall counts. As a priest, what build shines more late game, FS or ME? FS for sure. For War of Imperium, both shine, but in general, FS will shine more, because eventually, as OP as like ME is right now, especially, And even more so when we get to 90 and they get the Magic Tide set. There will come a time when there is a limited pet called Lulu Rabbit pet, something like that. And it gives people that have it a shield. And what the shield does, besides being a shield, is it also makes their armor a holy property. So it makes you do a lot less damage. It's almost done. Keep once peacekeeping damage. Let's keep doing this one. Current cream gotcha event be worth it? Short answer is yes. But yeah, I'm still releasing the video. Actually, since I'm gonna do a review of like the current refining event, I might just make those two videos like one. Soul Destroyer, can it be blocked by Numa or safety wall? It can be blocked by Numa. Hey Peter, this is called Call of Dragons. They are sponsoring today's stream. So but yeah, you can actually play this on PC. The one that I'm playing right now, this is a PC client. I feel like that should be a norm for like most mobile games. Just have a PC client. Like have the convenience of, you know, being mobile, but you know, have the option to play an optimized like PC client. I feel like that's a good move for any mobile game. No luck. You have 40 adventures displayed on your settings when doing Guild League event. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Like the last thing you want is you know, somebody trying to flank you and you can't see them. Yo, what up, Matt? What's going on, brother? Does the newest card work against ME? It's Holy Monsters, I believe, not Holy Property. But if it says Holy against like Holy or Holy Property, then it should work on ME. Not that it's gonna help you much. Like you're better off still just getting other forms of mitigation because you know, if you step into an ME that can kill you, that's not really gonna help you all that much. Still upgraded. So I'm at 5 and 5, right? Okay. Jesus, that's far.
I'll burn you all!
It's monsters, yeah. So you gotta get into Diablo 2. Oh yeah, D4. I'm probably gonna play D4 off stream maybe, because like that, I don't think that a lot of people want to see me play that. But yeah, hey man, it's I grew up with Diablo just the same way that I grew up with RO, so it's a little hard to let go of Diablo. Any suggestion on level guide on how although you want no more Sky Petite quest though. Marionette, Ryan, is the best right now. Or if you can tank Labyrinth level 2, Labyrinth level 2 is pretty good. Well, in the future for global, does KR have that? There currently is no crossover WoW for any version, but one can hope. One can hope. But for crossover WoW, they would have to increase the capacity of each castle, because there's a maximum amount of like people that can be inside the castle. So I don't know how they would be able to handle that for cross server. And questions: any tips from Grim Truth build Outskills SD and how to prepare for it? Should I snap wolf cards for accessories? You should try to get crit for accessories. Like you can go skeleton pirates. You can go kobold if you want. It's like being able to crit on. Oh my things. The hell? Oh.
What is it?
Hmm.
Get it done.
Hmm. Starfrog card pity. Oh. You play whatever you want. Yeah. I mean, yeah, if you know, if that's the case, then I can, you know, I can always do that. Scrappy feature fixed. They still respawn when you change channels, but they changed the channel mechanics. So even in the end, they didn't want to admit that you know, they didn't want to deny that it was a feature. So I mean, you know, good on them for doubling down on that and not bending. Ooh. Yo, Ben, my man, what's going on? Thank you for the membership, brother. Appreciate you, man. You give it to Nightmare for leveling. Labyrinth level 2 is pretty good right now. Nightmare triple spot is still really good, although it is mostly manual. Or actually, it's fully manual. Ask about the sponsor game. It's all good, man. So I appreciate that, though. But yeah, I mean, it's nice to see you guys watching the stream that they saw the numbers and they were like, yeah, we'd like to sponsor you. So hopefully we get more sponsorships in the future. I'm trying to get like a Nyan partnership right now though, because like a lot of my members want like cheaper prices, and they want, you know, they want to buy from somebody that they trust. So if I can get them that, like good prices, and that would actually be pretty good, but I would have to find an actual company that would like to partner. Worth my kid, I send the card ranging from 70 to 8K. May I in the right? Oh shit. You could roll. You could use your diamonds to roll cards if you want. Itsy. Labyrinth level 2. Well, there's like Labyrinth level 2 is very small, John. So there's really only a north and a south, and both north and south have good grinding spots, especially if you have a Earth Lord. Are you still studying? No. Is it still worth to do Skype T and spend time 6 candy? Or is there another spot that's almost the same? It's not worth to use time 6 candy anymore over there. Yeah. Yo, appreciate that, Matt. Welcome to the Get Good Club, brothers. But yeah, the Neon partnership was it? Yeah, yeah. It's basically from like companies that also partner with Gravity, so. But it's hard if you're playing from NA and trying to find somebody though, because usually like the ones in the Philippines they sponsor the ones from the Philippines, and the ones from other Southeast Asian countries also sponsor the ones from their countries, so it's a little rough. What's up, Vejo? Grind now, the best place to grind right now is Marionette spot. And there is also the Labyrinth level 2 spot that's actually really good as well. Let me see. Oh shoot, Itzy, thank you for the membership, brother. Welcome to the Get Good Club, man. Let me get you the map here. Okay. There you go. Check out that map, and right at the top of that map, you'll see like where the best. It's like, you know, you'll see dark blue. Dark blue, you know, is greater than green. Green equals yellow. But basically, that dark blue spot that I highlighted, that is the best spot to grind the marionettes. And then for Labyrinth level 2, it's so small that like once you get in there, you'll see it right away. What up, Russ? How much XP can we expect to get a day at the Labyrinth spot? Depends on your current level. It's not gonna be as crazy as the Sky Petite spot, but still going to be pretty good. The problem with the Labyrinth 2 spot is that the mobs are hurt a lot. So when I grind there, I actually use safety wall. Because the other mobs don't hurt that much, but the mobs, the Mantis hurts a lot. Like he has the ignore defense skill, and chunks like 80% of my health. Labyrinth, well, it's actually a mix. It's a mix of like there's a spot with the stem worm, the bear, and the mantis, the killer mantis. And if you have an Earth Lord, your Earth Lord will actually lure them all in. And you can kill probably like 8 mobs at a time. Marionette has multiple spawns over there. The one thing about Marionettes is that it's very annoying to kill them. And the class that performs the best over there is Wizard, because they're ghost property, so grab field does more damage to them. Yeah. Man, let's keep the membership train. Yeah. Appreciate that, man. Yo, Vedro came in with a clutch. Thank you for the 500,000. No spots for yourself, man, or is it an AFK grind spot? You can kind of auto the Labyrinth 2 spot. Just put safety wall as part of your auto, so you can, you don't get destroyed. What servers merge in the future? Will servers merge in the future? Yes, they will. It's inevitable. They will have to merge. They can't maintain all the servers if the population drops a little on the off servers. I'm having a hard time finding spot for my ME Priest. Oh, for ME Priest? I know ME Priest still do Marionette because they're demon. So, they give it the sub, man. But they actually do extra damage because they're demon mobs. What's been so busy? What's up, Kaz? Yeah, man. Same. Actually, now that the Sky Petite thing is done, I actually have a lot more time now. Damn, bro, look at this guy with the... Look at this guy with the tats, bro. Hey, he's like level 8. Why is he attacking people? Scout him out, boys. Okay. Let's keep leveling here. Okay. Of course I'm gonna keep leveling. There we go, talent. Yeah, I should really increase my rage instead. I feel like that's a better build. But I'm just grinding right now anyway, so it's not like it's a big deal. Okay, information. He does not have a... He has tier 1... He has tier 1 defenses. His best one is Bakar. Why is he attacking people? What the hell? Hmm. Yo, appreciate that. See, that means a lot, man. How do they merge like all front tests? Like, well, because of how clustered how their servers are like clustered, they will most likely do like Frontera 1 to 5, Frontera 6 to 10, Islude 1 to 5, Islude 6 to 10, something like that. It is probably like what it's gonna look like.
Get it done. Get it done. Focus. Watch out for an ambush.
What the heck? Wait, is he actually gonna beat them?
On to the next
No way.
bold move, but foolish.
Might be worth something. Might be worth something.
FRG over MVG. Oh no. And that's thank you for the compliment, man, but he's a pretty good guy too.
Not even worth my time.
I don't really know him, but seems like a pretty good guy. Are those Crybaby okay here? Oh. Yeah, they got pretty tilted about that one. Definitely got really tilted about that one. I cross reference because it's recharge because in the future because it's kind of boring when you're fighting the same people over and over. Yeah. I mean it's pretty much guaranteed. Like I feel like cross server is gonna come sooner than most people think. How would you know that you're a legit partner and not like those who just sell numbers on discount because of refunds thought of consumer? Yeah. So basically you want those to come from like an actual established company. Like Bejo has the Hoki top up. Some people have like Unipin, but it's basically like those established companies. Oh my god.
You know, even my father never ordered me around like this.
So if a company reaches out, like an actual established company, then yeah, it's worth it. But it's happening already. Some of the buyers of discounted Yans has a prompt to recharge the refunded Yans. Oh, it's happening already? Oh, shoot. Oh, that's why I gotta buy from, like, trusted sources. Max CP. I don't really care too much about max CP right now. I just want. Yeah, I want to keep leveling my heroes. Right. Okay. Now we can attack this guy. These feathers should have presets. Yes, John. Feathers should definitely have presets. You know how annoying it is to switch between PvE and PvP feathers? It's crazy. It's like you're making two types of feathers and you're not gonna give us a preset. That's kind of like a foresight there. Thank you for the members, huh? Thanks, appreciate that, man. Thanks, brother. Welcome to the Get Good Club, man. Is it just me, or when I put safety wall on my auto, it gets stacked, kind of wasting my blue gems? Yeah, it's kind of buggy. Sometimes it works properly, sometimes it just keeps stacking. You know, but at the same time, to get good XP, I'm willing to sacrifice a little bit of copper. What's the highest CP in the 7 right now? It's like above 300k for sure.
What were you doing out here anyway?
They just keep adding servers today? Yeah, they do. Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, when you look at the rankings now, it's like ROO is now like the top grossing. It surpassed Mobile Legends. So, game is hot. Game is hella hot. How do you get to level 2? Let me grab you. Like this guide, this map is the map is in our Discord, discord.gg/dynastygg if you wanna check it out there. But this is basically it right here. How to get to level 2 Labyrinth. FTP monk, where should I invest my nyan that I get for free? Or should you get your nyans? Feathers for sure.
Your lordship, thank you for the Pearl of Decay. See? I have one more request.
Yeah, appreciate you, son.
I broke my promise. I will apologize to him.
Where are you grinding? Are you waiting for that spot at Marionette also? Now I'm doing Labyrinth level 2.
If the pearl is so I thought
I can't wait for that. I can't wait that long for a spot, bro. I'm sorry.
You're right. When I got that was they were ecstatic. I could feel the happy and when I finally
So what exactly was there for you to save if you were the only and quit it with the ooey gooey feelings crap?
Bro, Craig is...
Client is waiting on that pearl to save a life.
I'm sorry. I knew that Leafthorpe was already everybody had left. All I could protect was the but if you hadn't come, it was the people. I did everything I could, but I forgot the most important thing.
Okay, hold on. Let me... Do you only do duo yig? No, I do solo. So you can do 2 solo a week and 1 duo.
Mama? See why you became a mercenary?
Sir.
Natural at killing the mood.
Nino, you're my guild leader in Lumia Saga. Bro, you when you played Lumia Saga? Yo, Lumia Saga was a fucking ride, man. Oh, man. Lumia Saga. That was a fun game, huh? Some of the guys that were playing Lumia Saga with this Nino were actually they still play. They play ROO with us right now. That was a fun time. wasn't it?
Oh, Calidor. The Calidor are cheap.
Place seems perfectly fine. Why did they move?
Craig looks like me when I do daily slate in the midnight.
Master Coach.
Yeah, this is basically what I look when I'm like doing 14-hour grinds.
I don't think there
Pero is
is
P damage better than P attack for ADL snipers looking to farm the Swift Mantis card? They are both good for ADL snipers. So here's the thing about like P damage, P attack. The analogy that I always use for them is that it's like a car and gasoline. You know, one always feeds into the other, and you kind of need both. We did a test on it because we basically thought the same thing that you thought before, which is like, is one more valuable than the other? So we went ahead and tested it, and then after like doing a lot of testing, we came to find out that there is no such thing as one being better than the other, because turns out, what the hell? Turns out that, can I upgrade my thing? Okay. Turns out that you actually need a fairly healthy balance between the two. I have a 3-hour. No, I don't. Just 60-minute one. Okay. There we go. Okay, upgrade that. 13 hours. Ooh, boy, who has the time to wait for 13 hours? There we go. Train them. Not the biggest priority that I have, although I probably should upgrade this too. Okay, get that done. Get these done too. Just want to get these up. Because like, I'll get these resources like prepped and ready. 8, oh, 8, oh, 8. Okay. Line center, definitely need to get a line center just in case I need some reinforcements. Okay, do that. And there's no point in saving these because the whole point of these things is to speed up all my foundation, which is these things right here. One of the YouTube channels says Paladin released around July, Bard and Dancer around September, Alchemist on September, Stalker and Sage on November. And then, yeah, Stalker, Sage, Ignore Death is a debuff type. Yeah, Stalker is a debuff type. Stalker is pretty fun because Stalker punishes overextenders a lot more often. Like Monk does the same thing, but Stalker can do a lot more often. So basically, Stalker has this, besides all their other slew of debuff. Like, by the way, Stalker is the only class that can ever, like you see, like your buff bar. Stalker is the only class that can fill up that whole buff bar with debuffs. And also they have this skill. I'm not sure what it's gonna be called here, but it's like Coerce. Basically, it's a charm. So when the enemy whale like overextends, you could coerce them. And you can drag them to your stack, which basically means they're going to die in your stack, and that means they're also going to be cut off from support, so they can't get res. It's crazy good. Like, it punishes like bad players so much that it's such a good thing. It's just a funny thing to have.
Playing with fire is dangerous, but I like a little danger.
When you get burnt on ROO? Battle realms. I have like a whole slew of stuff in here. I play Dota sometimes, I play League sometimes, I play both games, I don't know why. Back 4 Blood is fun. There is one here. There's a game, there's an RPG game here. Rise of the Third Power. I like JRPGs a lot, so I play those. Vampire Survivors is pretty fun. Oh, V Rising, yeah, V Rising had a huge update. Sinister Evolution Pack. Dark Alchemist. Oh, it's really nice. Boom.
Not even worth my time.
Yeah, so much. We were always hunting bosses. Yeah, bro. You know, we had that rivalry. We had the rivalry with the other guild. Oh my god. And every time, like, we would win every time. So every time we won, we would spam like dynasty wins again. Oh my god, they hated that so much. Good times, good times. They were always like, you guys are so toxic. I was like, we're not trash talking, we're just putting dynasty once again on like world announcement. You play a ROO 2, Nino? Well, I asked, is Skype T bug gone? Trying to switch on and say yes, it's well, the Skype T thing is still there, but they changed the way that oh, there's a rally. They changed the way that the channel change thing works. So even in the end, they never acknowledged it as a bug. They still consider it as a feature. It's that they just now they. Oh.
A prudent choice.
Prudent choice. Oh, easy there, Captain. Not the vessels, I need those. What ballistas? Does M damage increase healing for priests? I actually don't know, John, I'll be honest with you. I know M attack does. So, yeah. Hey, Yuki, you played Lumia Saga too? That's fucking... Ah, that was fun. And ROO, and that's why I discovered you. You always had that charisma of a leader too. Bad, I'm on a different server. Aw, man. Yeah, if only you played in the same server, that would be fun. Thanks, man. Thank you for the compliment, by the way. I appreciate that, man. Probably need to upgrade this thing, huh? Lumber mill, lumber mill. Yeah, let's do lumber mill. Do that again. Add two, if you had 2 million Zenny, a couple of awakened cards, and on Resonance 1, would you use that 2 million Zenny to awaken the cards, or refines, or other things? Awakened cards. So let's say, like, you're saying maybe like Hydro card. At first I would see which gear I have that still has a high chance to upgrade, and then I would do that. I would try to get them up a little bit first, because like thinking about like awakening cards is that like it's still based off of your current stats. So let's say like you have a 3-star Hydro card, but your damage is not really there, then you're amplifying a small amount of damage, right? So it's kind of like the I would have to assess that first. But in terms of like if the percentage of succeeding is too low, then I would probably just focus on awakening those cards, because it's it's risk-free, guaranteed progression, and you can't beat that. Once all that guaranteed progression is like is all taken care of, then we can start talking about taking risks. An analogy that I would have for that is like, let's say like let's say like you want to be an investor, right? It's like, and you have like $100 bucks. Like, do you take the $100 and you risk it investing, or would you like to build up your wealth first before you start taking risks? Like, right, you want to build up your risk first, because like, let's say that you do get lucky. Like, you might get lucky in a way where where you don't really get a lot because you only put in 100. It's the same thing with that, right? Keep leveling here. Hey, Bar, what do you think of the recent refinement events? We're actually gonna discuss that soon. Like the stream. Thanks, Sen. Does M damage work per Soul Destroyer? Yes. It doesn't say it, Arrow, but it does. It's a very weird skill. And they definitely did not put everything in the description. Hmm. Magic, peacekeeping. I mean, eventually I'll have to... Hmm. Auto or manual labyrinth, it was a whiz with EO. You can do either one, John. Obviously manual is always going to be better, but it is a map that it's so small that you can actually auto it and not suffer too much. So, you know, if you're feeling like manualing that day, go ahead. But if you feel like you don't really have the energy to do manual grinding, you can definitely still get away with autoing. Shamans. I know this is not related to the game you're playing, but I just wanted to ask, what is the best pet S for a crit Agi Sinex, Antasha or Samurai fan game? Samurai, I don't really like Samurai too much because I feel like it's too squishy. Antasha is good because it adds like shadow damage to your attacks, and I feel like it definitely has more sustainability for late game, like even at MVPs. So even though Samurai tends to look good for auto attack like Sinex, the thing is like no matter how fast your attack speed, even if you're 500% attack speed, there's still an inherent cooldown on like the skill for the Samurai. So it's not like you're building attack speed is gonna help you do more damage with it. So in my opinion, I would probably just go on Tasha. But usually I'm not a supporter of going for S-Pets, so, take that with a grain of salt. What happens to the purple cards at auction that nobody bid for? Do they get sold to the lowest price or returned to the player? Well, they kind of just don't get sold. But the player already gets Zenny before the auction even ends, so... Yo, Guma! What's your rank in Dota 2? Bro, I barely play. I only play because like every time when friends play. So we usually only play in-house. But I did enough just to get a ranking. Which I think it made you play like 100 games or something like that. So I did enough just to get the ranking, and then when I got my rank, it's like Crusader or something. But after that, I didn't really play a lot of ranked games anymore. Because, yeah, we just played it with friends, and it's usually in-house, and it doesn't really increase your MMR. Like, full strip stalker doesn't really exist. Does magic damage works for Soul Destroy? Yes, it does. Yes, it does. To change from Wiz to Sage when it releasing global, I don't plan on doing it. No, Sage requires a lot, and I do mean a lot of investment to be good, and a lot being something that I don't have. So. Element damage boost is better than magic attack damage boost. Because element attack and element damage countered with MDF, and while element can only be countered with element. Well, the thing is, like, the element counter, it's also based on your current like magic damage and like M attack, right? So it still gets put into the equation for like mitigation. So you know, it's not like it's better. I'll play with you guys. Yeah, bro, it should be fun. Is loot 7? New position 5 here. Bro, I'm actually a noob. What's up, Blue? Enchant just rolled me today? Oh god. Did he give you like everything that you didn't need? Yeah, hopefully they do. IDR 500k, it's like 33 bucks, I think. Are you top dogs in the server now? Yes. I'm actually managing 3 guilds. And we're all in the top rankings. With the main guild being the number 1. I tried Osiris Illusion card and found out that it doesn't work like RO Classic. No, it doesn't. To buy rare card album for 1k dies. Yeah, if you can get the card that you need, it's really good. If you don't get the card that you need, selling it for Zenny is not worth it, but you can actually dismantle it if you want. But with that said, though, if you do that if you have an excess of diamonds. Otherwise, you should be focusing on your feathers, or your statue, and your refining materials.
I hardly broke a sweat.
You saw 100 excess statue skill. How much did he spend on it? And is it allowed in guild? It's allowed in guild league. It's crazy. It's really good, especially if you can catch people off guard with it. But you guys saw like the animation is a little bit slow. So if people get out of it, they can get out of it. And if you get like a few people, they can get rezzed. So it might not be as effective as like some think. But if you can make a good play, then it does hurt a lot. FO Monk, should I prioritize in strength index? For FO Monk, you should probably prioritize your strength. What skill do I use for leveling? Depending on the element, or for the most part, I use gravity field, especially for high magic defense mobs. You got it, kid. Any idea what the upcoming limited S pet is? Probably the Minotaur pet. The Minotaur pet, which gives you like a buff, PvP buff, but I don't think it's actually worth it. I feel like it's a waste of money. There, asking question, are you from Bacolod? Yeah, yep. I grew up in Bacolod City, yep. How much Zenny for level 80? Equip plus slots for transition. Ballpark like 400,000 Zenny. You must be Invoker main? No. I don't play the game enough to be an Invoker main. Oh, they say it's an even fight. Let's see. The bug is fixed. Marionette spot or Labyrinth 2 if you can tank them.
I hope I'm handsomely rewarded for this, dear.
I'd have made mincemeat out of all of you. We just want to get the pearl back. The pearl belongs to Master Ishan. It ain't yours to take. But Katapa's the one who... No! You think you can just take the pearl?
Did we not hurt you enough?
Yeah, it was Gab. Well, not the quest itself. They changed the channel change mechanics, but the quest itself still does the whole channel change respawn of mobs. What's the best yellow statue to invest in the priest other than the dual yellow statue? You can increase your get the magic attack one to increase your heals because you're probably going for Goibni set for your level 80 set in order to be a lot more tanky. So you can make up for your for not going sprint set that way. And if a feather guide soon. I actually do have a feather guide at the moment. We'll have to see how generous they are with feathers once War of Imperium comes out. Is it really worth to get Osiris Illusion card? I'm selling my card mice for alpha impacts. There's no right or wrong answer to that one. Osiris Illusion is like if you're like a PvP tryhard like me, then yeah, you'll get it. But if you're not, then you know, getting it for diamonds and getting the alpha impacts is definitely not a wrong move because it does give you like freedom, you know, packs for your titles. So you can't go wrong with that either. So there's no wrong or right in that one. Like both choices are just right. Random accountant, sprint or Goibni set for ME support. If you're ME, you go sprint set. If you're support priest, you go Goibni set. Like there should be no debate about that one. Is the Aspet rabbit that gives lantern buff shield same with the rabbit that gives holy property? The Aspet rabbit gives lantern buff shield. Yes, that's the one, Penku. That's the one. Lulu rabbit. But we might not see that one, thankfully, until like next year. Because usually they have that as a Chinese New Year special. Which is if they don't implement that pet, that would be really good. Your server's top 1.6 is spending like crazy. Just curious if he is in the right direction. I remember your story about the NA player who spends 85k USD with the wrong build. Yeah, he's for the most part, he is for the most part. But you know, he has money, so I put out all the advice that I can give, and you know, at the end of the day, it's if people listen to that, then that's up to them. But I can give out advice, and it's up to the individual to it's up to the other people to you know, if they're gonna follow it or not. I might miss your patch notes review soon. We're gonna do it in a little bit here. Actually, let me double check my log here. Hold on. Oh yeah, looks like all goals have been reached. Yeah, so let me grab a drink first, and then we'll do the patch note read. And then we'll do X actually released the video, it looks like. So we're gonna go ahead and check out that video, and we'll do the patch note read, and then we'll do the review for the event thing, the event shop as well. Although I'm like, spoiler alert, it's I don't have a lot of kind words for it. Let's put it that way. Illusion Mr. Scott, I'm happy struggling buying blue gems. In that case, Soybe, yes it is. Absolutely. If it stops any type of struggle that you might have, then yes, it's very worth it. You know, feels good trying to ME with you know, just doing MR with ME. It's pretty great. Oh wow. What the? I was just here the whole time, bro. My wife just left me for dead here. Oh my god. What the fuck? I haven't done the patch review yet. Let me just change the game that I'm at from Call of Dragons to Ragnarok Origins. Ragnarok Origin. And then I'm gonna grab a drink, and then we're gonna get straight to it. Okay. It's 2 hours already? It is, it is. That buff have been saving your ass the whole time. Yeah, bro, he's just been healing me. If only I can get him to tier 10. Tier 10 would be crazy. Any sponsors? Yeah, tier 10 would be crazy sustain. Got all these already. I might get this card just because I don't have a I don't have an anti-demi-human. Ah, no, it's not worth it. Let's get this one instead. This translates to Zenny, so. Oh, what are these? Give me something good? Huh? No? Oh, Wild Rose. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Zenny? So Zenny? Actually, hold on. How much can you give me? 200 for 36k. Oh, shit. This is 68k, right? Dismantling it would give me 400. This saves me a little bit. Yeah, it's whatever. Let's get some. Yeah, let's sell it. You can buy purple card. Yeah, yeah. I'm for sure gonna get a skull worker card. But yeah, like I said, like card gacha is always worth it to roll because it translates to Zenny, and if you can get like a purple card, that's really really good. This okay. 2 racial card versus 1 racial, 1 sidewinder against MVP. Yeah, you're better off using 2 racial cards so you have guaranteed DPS on it. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a drink and then we're gonna do the passional read first and then the video review of X's video. And also we're gonna do the events review as well. Be right back. I'm back. How much do I have? 4,940, so... Any other source? Hmm. Percent off. Oh, hallelujah. There we go. Give me some of that. Oh, there we go again. Oh, there we go again. Give me the space tier feathers, please. Okay, that's discounted. I think that's it, right? Oh, sunshine kiwi. No. The gains on that is too RNG. It's also too low. So it's discounted. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Okay. That's not bad. I need 2 more rolls. Oh, you got an enchantment? Oh, Mantis car. Let's fucking go. Easy sell. Life. A lot of people don't do life life skills and craft food and elixir. The fuck, giant penis. But what I do is I sell those and I put them always at max price because every time like arena comes around or like PvP events come around, people buy those. They don't care about like the price either. Okay. Statues, there you go. What's particle amplifier 4? Can I use it for HHA solo and get more blueprint? Oh, you mean the lunatic card? Yeah, you can. You can. Yeah, free spot. Want to play with you guys? Nino, do we have a free spot at the moment? I think we might. Just a advanced warning though. We tend to be pretty strict, so what are we up against? Oh, Dynasty 2 is rank 2, so we might go up against them in Star and Carnage. Dynasty in Philippines, right? Star in Philippines. Dynasty and Campion. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna face our our second guild. Alright. Is it good for low spender? Not really. Because you're spending on something that you would get anyway. If you're a low spender, you have a lot of better ways to spend your nyans on. Which feather is buy for to play with mixed dark light or space time? If you're free to play, you won't have access to dark and light, so it's gonna have to be space and time. Hide can't dodge Sora? It cannot, no. Your job as a priest. I don't know if you want to follow my feathers. I have my PvE feathers right now too for grinding. Let's see. Hold on, hold on. Let me try to. Uh, let me try to pull the patch notes here. Hold on. Mm. Okay, 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 okay. Da 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 da. These are very strategic. Da da da. The Ruchi version. Okay. So let me pull up Google. Okay. So let's pull this. Hello, game. Bro, what is this text? Jesus. Okay. Uh, let's exit that real quick. Hmm. Hmm. Hold on. Do they have can we displayed balancing survey? All right. So let's just let's just pull it up here on Discord. There you go. Okay. So this is basically the patch note review that we're gonna have here. One second, let me just pull up a. Okay. Go. Starts patch note read start. They're at 2:30. Okay. All right. Oh, paste as normal check. Is there? Copy message link. Can I copy? Let me see if you can. Oh. All right. Okay. All right. So I guess that works. Okay. It's a shortcut. Control B. Operation refinement. Gift. Left. Mm, mm. Oh shit. Uh, 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 uh. Cube competition? Oh, we're gonna lose that, boys. Okay. Put that in the middle there. Alright, okay. So 2:30, I'd say I have to change the time to 2:33 then. Alright, so let's go ahead and do this passionate read that they had recently here. Adventurers, to provide a better gaming experience, Ragnarok Origins. Yeah, just announcing that they have the maintenance. So this next one right here. Operation Refinement Event. Are you still frustrated by failed refinements? Fear not, adventurers. We have some new refinement assistance activities that will help you out. Get feedback on your refinement progress and make it easier to obtain refining materials. Note that these activities are only available once the server has been open for 49 days, and it tags along with the Operation Refinement, which is during the event. If your equipment meets the required refinement level, you can receive corresponding refinement rewards. You can also obtain refinement points. Refine your equipment during the event for rewards and points. So, right off the bat, this looks good. The reason why this isn't is good and bad. It's good and bad. The reason why it's good is because of the fact that if you go into our Operation Refinement, if you have done any type of like refinements, you get some free stuff, which is always good. It's always good, right? Like, and that should have stopped there. That should have stopped there, right? So let's just and let's enlarge this a little bit here too, just to help people out with some visuals here. There you go. Okay. Right, and it should have stopped there. Like, people getting free stuff for refinement. There you go. That's it. That would have been amazing. The reason why it's not good is because, you know, the saying, the rich get richer. It is very apparent in this one, because like, in order to get this last part right here, which actually gives you a chance of getting a purple card that's very useful. Like, not that any of these cards are going to be like completely useless. A lot of these cards are good. And here as well, 20 ultra rare card coupons to future to further exacerbate the fact that like somebody's ahead already. What this event basically does is it puts people who wailed out even more ahead than the others. So if you get a total of 180, you know, which is like plus 20 on one, plus 20, plus 20, plus 20, plus 20 on everything besides your offhand, and you get to like a total of plus 180 in total refines. You get 20 legendary weapon, armor, or accessory gemstones. You also get more rare binding stones, and plus once you get to the farther end of this one, you get all these rewards, which is, you know, like this one not so much. Like, you know, you could have given this to the 1600 points, right? It's aesthetic. It doesn't really ruin the balance a little too much, but once you put these things in here, that is when it starts to really irk some of the people that are free to play, because like this right here too, if you reach 1200, that's 4,000 yans worth of ultra rare card coupons. So all this does is really put the people that are ahead even farther ahead. And what does that do? It makes your free to play players and low spenders feel even more behind, and you don't want that to happen, because if they get frustrated that they're already so far behind and now they're being put even farther behind by an event, what that does is like some people don't have the mental capacity to keep going for that, and what happens is people quit. And when people quit, guess who has to deal, like who your whales have to deal with. It's like, if a whale is only going to really feel more satisfaction with their spending if they're able to fight a lot of people in the server. A whale will not feel good in a dead server. So this is like a lose-lose for everybody. Like, yes, it is a quick buck for gravity, But is this a good event? Is this event like healthy for the overall state of the game? Absolutely not. And the thing is, like, you didn't have to do all this right here at the end. You could just give them something that was like this one right here. You could give them a title, tempered, right? You can give them this border at the end here. You know, something exclusive for whales. Because I'll be honest, like whales that get to this point don't give a damn already. Anyway, so if it was just something like this, that's a portrait, this something like this, that's the title, that's all nice. It's all good. If this thing right here, or if these like 20 tickets right here were put here in the beginning, you know, to encourage to help people out with Zenny, with, you know, upgrade materials, if they were put here in the beginning, where even free-to-play players, just by playing the game and just by being active in the game, can get them, that not only empowers your free-to-play players, that also makes them say some good things about the game, which they will probably tell to other people, and which will actually make more people play your game. So then it's just a win-win. There is no point in further exacerbating a lead that a whale has, because they're already ahead, and they will probably stay ahead. But that doesn't mean that like you should make your free-to-play players feel even worse, because that's just not healthy for your game. So this is very, like, yes, it's a quick buck for gravity, but this is very short-sighted on their end, which is, you know, they've been doing pretty well so far, and then they brought this over. It wasn't good in NNA in North America. It wasn't good in KR. It received no positive opinions in KR or NA, and it's not going to receive any positive reinforcement here in global either. So this was, I feel like, a blunder on the marketing side. You know, like, yes, I get it. Gravity is a public company. You have shareholders that you have to please, but at the same time, I think that if you had presented this in a way to your shareholders where, like, yes, this might bump up a little bit of a boost in our quarterly profits, but for our longevity, it is not a good idea, and here is why it's not a good idea. And I'm pretty sure your shareholders would have been like, you know what? Yeah, you're right. That makes perfect sense. And there you go. Right? So, this one, good and bad. A lot of it being bad, a lot of it being unhealthy for the game, and there was a way to edit this event to a point where, like, it would be more empowering for free-to-play players, instead of, like, further exacerbating a lead that is already unsurmountable by free-to-play players towards whales. That's it, right? That's what I think about this event. The refining gift event is all these things right here. Obviously, it's going to be, these are limited. It's $4.99 for Illenium and Blessed Ores, and some, like, you know, it's, I mean, first of all, like, Super Pack coupons is already like 500 nyans, right? And if you go to top up over here, $4.99 is only going to get you 210 nyans. So you already know that you're going to be further ahead with these, like, with the sales that you get here. And, you know, honestly, this one, all this stuff right here, that's fine. It's discounted stuff that, like, players that are low or mid spenders can buy, right? And that's okay. But then you add this thing over here, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh wow, well, like, you're sacrificing the longevity of your game versus, like, a little bump towards your quarterly earnings, which, in all honesty, is something that you probably don't have to, like, do, because even before this event, ROO had already overtaken Mobile Legends as a top grossing game in Southeast Asia, so it makes zero sense to sacrifice your integrity for something that you're already, like, number one in. That's it. So that's what I think about this whole, like, event thing. You know, a little bit of good and a hell of a lot of bad. And you think that they would think long term, because, you know, they want like a competitive scene for this game, which they have expressed. So you think that they would go for longevity. It's very short sighted, and definitely is deserving of the flack and you know, the negative feedback that it got. So. The new one here is the new fashion wishing items. The 5th round of the wishing event is officially here. Consuming gacha ticket, you may obtain new fashion items like costume, castle, phantom, backwear, cursed scythe. So the costume for this one is, let me just go ahead and grab in as image. Let me try to grab the scythe one because I don't have the NA thing up right now, but I know somebody posted it before. Okay. Wait, hold on. Search up site. There we go. Found it. Okay. Okay. Screen recording. Let's go ahead and download this one. Okay. But this is basically the costume that the new wishing thing is for. But yeah, this is basically the whole thing. It has a scythe in the back, the horns, and the costume. Not a fan of the armor costume, but I definitely am a fan of the scythe, and definitely a fan of like the horns because I feel like you could definitely do some good costume combos for that one. So, as for the stats, usually it has like there's some demon related stats on there, but like as we saw, in the current gacha costume, it already has like the anti-demon, anti-shadow stuff on there, so they probably will change the way that you know the stats are in this version in global for that costume compared to like how it was in KR and NA, and we'll see if they give it something more relevant and not not repetitive like they just did with the samurai costume. Alright, so next one here is the Vayne Strategic Battle. As you guys know, Vayne Strategic Battle, no point in getting the top rank on this one because it's just a limited title, limited border. But it is good to get the 4K points for this every day because it does give you some free stuff. And you can also buy you know, Siegfrieds to give you a free res for copper, and you can get like 10 of them for I think like 500k. So this is always worth doing. Basically, this is the type of event that's like really good. Everybody can do it. Everybody can participate in it, and everybody gets something out of it, right? So this I would count this as a good event. If you're getting your daily points and your Siegfrieds every day. So this is huge, right? And then MVP Fever. This is also really good. So MVP Fever available here during the event. You'll get more MVP rewards than usual, and you'll also get a chance to win some bonus gift if you join us in killing them. So basically, what this is another event. This is another example of everybody can do it, and everybody can get something out of it if they decide to do it. And that means like if you're free to play and you're kind of like competitive as free to play, you'll participate in these events right here because you want to maximize the things that you get. And these are the type of like healthy, good events that they should be running because everybody can get this. So like I don't see why they don't just like keep doing events like this instead of like the one that they currently have with the stream fighting thing. It makes no sense. Dev Ruchi's offer, it just gives you again extra 5 vouchers that's limited, so you should be using them. And again, this is also a great event for for free to play players. Like these are the type of events. So at least like with these 3 so far, they did good with these, so that's really good. Optimization and fix. Version update and optimization. 5,000 more maximum registration numbers, which I guess is going to be the overall capacity of the server. So 5,000 more, which kind of addresses the whole new player event that they had. Optimized text applications for the Discord 100 draw interface. They finally fixed that. I'm not sure if they fixed the actual bug, but that's a step in the right direction. Optimize the text size for prize pool. Okay. Upgraded Endeavorucci's precious like map. Okay, that's good. So bug fixes. This is the huge thing. This is the big thing. Fixed issue where auto mode time elapses abnormally after switching lines. So the thing is, like, the SkyPT thing no longer works because of this change right here. So basically what this change is, before, when you change channels, it would stop your timer. Now with this new change, even if you change channels, it still keeps your timer going. So what happens is, it's kind of funny because like they actually doubled down on the fact that they said that the SkyPT thing was a feature. So they still deny to this day that it's a bug. They basically are not saying it's not saying it's a bug. So instead they change the change channel mechanic instead. So good on them for actually staying true to their word about this one. So next one is fixed issue where adventurers get stuck in endless tower and in some dungeons. Okay, so that's pretty game breaking. So that's really good. Fixed issue where the English text description in butter fights incorrect. Okay, that's good as well. And event bug fix. We are aware that some of you are having trouble collecting your Discord 100 draws rewards. We're investigating the issue and working on a fix. We appreciate your patience. We'll update you as soon as we can. So the whole Discord 100 draws thing, I saw an ad that they made. Those like the little Discord ads where they do like it's like, yo, free 100 polls, like get your pets, all that. They did like a similar ad to that. It was pretty cringy, I'll be honest with you, but it definitely is not good advertisement because like they advertise this 100 draws thing as like something really big, but the truth of the matter is like a lot of people will probably just get like eating coins and like a few diamonds or something from this event. So it's not as good as they were advertising it to be. Feels a little disingenuous, but marketing team. And then the upcoming content is the IQ competition. Not sure what this is. Maybe some like in-game trivia or something. And then limited S pets, which is most likely going to be the Minotaur pet, which gives you like a PvP buff. Personally, what I think about it, I don't think it's worth it if that is the one that they're gonna release. We've had people who maxed it out in NA, and it feels very underwhelming. And at the end of the day, they ended up just mainly using the Child of Earth or Son of Earth pet instead. So that's it for the patch note rundown that they have posted here. I'll probably post this with the other patch note rundown as well. And yeah. And but so we're gonna be doing these patch note rundowns every time there's a new patch note coming out. And if that's something that you're interested in, then stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe. There you go. Okay, just put the timestamp on there. All right. So that's basically what I think about these events. I guess it's kind of tied into the whole patch note read as well. But yeah, that's basically how I feel about this. Never liked it. Never got a positive response in NA. Never got a positive response anywhere else. And it's never gonna get a positive response even now. So no QL F days not like this. EL is not good for auto attack and SBK assassin unless you're trying to do AoE damage. The new costume, Peter, was basically this. The man from the future. So low. I like Sin, but I'm playing Priest now because it's free to play friendly. Should I switch to Sin after I reach level 70? If you're free to play, don't play. I'm telling you right now, don't play Assassin. You're going to feel miserable. I had a friend that didn't listen and went low spender Sin X. And basically what happened was you know, he tried to PvP. You know, he did like 200 damage per, you know, per double attack, and it just felt bad. It just feels bad, you know. Does Scare have a good QQ wall that Global doesn't? Not yet, no. Can you stack 4K events every day from the Veins event? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can just auto it actually. You don't even have to do it manually, and you can get the 4K. They fixed the feature now. Yeah, they did. Not the Sky Petite, but like they fixed the way that channel change works. Go vid type class or FS if you're free to play. Yeah, you can go Paladin, Devo Paladin, but you're going to be pigeonholed into Devo, like, because you can't fund 2 specs. Mm-hmm. Hmm. I have to do elites and Alpine. Yeah, I'll do Alpine. If you're priest, you should be going for defensive statue. I mean defensive or M attack. You know, statue. Because your most likely M attack because you're going to be using Goibni set. If you're FS and you're not using that set, then you're kind of trolling. Do I always use candy when I grind? No. Maybe ×2 candy. But if I'm just gonna auto, then there's no point in using a candy. Is XP still better than normal grind? Am I doing it? No. I'm actually moving to Labyrinth level 2. Do I have plans in changing my class? No. Uh-oh. Will there be another Veriscore event? No idea. Hopefully. We're attacking HP or damage mitigation. Generally you want damage mitigation. Is Gravity Field nerfed for the MVP hunts? No, it's not. What's another DPS option? Priest is stressful. Wizard, Champ. Those are your choices at the moment. Best build for PvP assassin level 80 to 90. Either DD crit or SBK. That's under the assumption that your credit card does not have a limit. Hey Robert, appreciate that, man. Damn, fans that do Magnum Break, that's something else. Hey Lewis, good afternoon, sir. Your live has ads now? It does. Oh, it has ads now? I hope I'm getting paid for those ads. Watch I don't get paid for those ads. They're kind of sad, no? Oh, game. Can I cast? There you go. Daily pack is a must buy? Yes, correct. Not worth mid-spend assassin about champ. Champ is good even if you're free to play. Because as long as you're active and you're keeping up with your gear, you can one-shot whales. And even in the late game, even when they get stacked feathers and all that, you can still chunk them pretty well and your team can finish them off. How do you MVP TR champion? Asura seems not the way to get MVP. Yes, because Asura cannot do crazy damage anymore. You can opt for either a finger offensive build, or you could opt for a combo build. F was probably your best choice though. Feathers. Oh, hold on. I can't view my feathers right now, but I have a feather guide up on my YouTube channel right now on that you could probably see. It's definitely a lot more in depth than just seeing like what I have, because I switch between PvP and PvE feathers. So right now, like I'm doing this PvP event, I mean like activity. So you're gonna see PvE feathers, and if you follow that and you go into PvP with it, then you're gonna get shit on. Going back in the stream wants to get big as Mr. Beast. Yeah, I wish. Miracles do happen, so never know. No more 60 MXP? Yeah, yeah. Oh dear god, I'm gonna die here. Challenge again. If you guys were just casual, what would you choose for PvE? Synex or Sniper? Neither. Free to play, low spenders, Sniper, Synex is a bad time. You should be playing Champ or like Wizard or something. Oh my god. Any tips to lower my global cooldown as high whiz? You could go the rabbit pipe. You could go Sunday hat or the Sakura leaf or branch, whatever. For the most part, sprint set for sure. And if it takes you over the threshold, the rabbit mounts, which I don't know. If it doesn't push you over the threshold, I don't think it's worth it, but if it does, then it is. Sakura's palette and recommend accessories for 85 and cards choices. You just want you want crit and attack speed as a sacrifice paladin. This advanced warning though, it's going to be very expensive. So if you don't plan on investing a lot into your class, and when I say a lot, like minimum 5 digits in USD, then I would rethink that build. Should you buy Chisel using diamonds as free to play? Yes, absolutely. Statue and feathers, if you can get them with like diamonds and free to play currency, you should always do it because they're guaranteed progression. God. Guy's a menace. Oh, chapter of freedom. Ah. Try to go live for a day by just saying I love ROO over and over again. Oh god. Okay, now that I got enough of those. Space tier. Not about tier 3. Tier 3. Let me tier 3 the others first. Yeah, because I still have these. Upgrade. I could tier 3 these instead of like the other ones. There you go. For my PvP spec later on. What job do you recommend me as a sniper? Want to change job? If you're a sniper, you can change job to wizard or better yet monk, since you have a bow which is two-handed. Can I see your PvP skill? You get this. You get this. You get this. You get this to curse people and slow them down. And then you put grab field on them so they can escape. You have this because, you know, for Asura and anti-melee. And you also have this level 10 Quagmire because it decreases 50 agility, 50 dex, and 25% movement speed of targets within the area. And if you have the core, it does damage as well. And basically what this does is this shuts down a lot of the Synexes, AA, DD crit Synexes, or like knights that come, you know, jump into you, because then they just can't do anything. They have to dive into a Quagmire with like a double, triple stack grab field with a safety wall, and they will probably die before they can even do anything to you. Is Ghibli gameplay far from ROO? Yeah, it's far. It's a whole different game mode. It's a capture the flag game mode where ROO, I think WoW definitely WoW kind of is like capture the flag, capture the Imperium, but 40v40 is just like taking 3 points and maintaining them. It's more open fielded fight compared to like WoW, which is more choke point oriented fights. Appreciate the follow, man. Shout out to Dancing McFarts for helping us accolades to the channel and ROO Discord. Yeah, McFarts is very helpful. Like, people mistake him for a mod because of how helpful he is. How many support whiz should be deployed in elite teams? Support whiz? I tend to not have support whiz for the elite team. Will you be making a Mastersmith guide? I made a beginner one, but I'll be making another one for 70 to 100. But Mastersmith is pretty straightforward. There's really only one viable build for Mastersmith. Can you share your thought process when you assign the elite team? Elite team, I mean, it's all about like the way that you build an elite team is in every single team you kind of put a main person in there and then you build the team around them depending on what your goal is. Is it like do you have like a protect the puppy strat, like, you know, like protect the president strat? You know, it depends on what you're trying to do. Diamond. Yikes. Elite. I need to do elite. But need another drink. Does gravity field work on the skill soul drain to save SP? It does not, no. You need single target skills. What do I buy on the card shop weekly? I could show you. I mean, it's gonna be pretty obvious. That's like probably what you buy it to, which is the titles. This one, this one, this one. And I can buy this now, yay! I'm not gonna though. The thing is, like, you can when War of Imperium comes out, you can buy this from the War of Imperium NPC. So why do I hunt elites instead of like elite mantis? It's just because it's like higher level, right? It's like mantis is here at 96, Deverucci's like down here, so I'm just gonna try to get to second floor. Hopefully nobody killed it yet. Okay. We go up. And we go back. Oh, vocal right there for anybody who wants it. I already have it maxed though. And then we go second floor. Rocky, you want to see source of global power? I mean, I have this. I used to wear the... Well, it's not here anymore, but I used to wear the other one. The Sakura one. But now I wear this because it's too good in PvP. This one as well. Plus 15ing this is huge because of the global CD. And then 2 expert rings. And obviously the... global CD from the sprint set as well. Alright. Where are my mantis? Mantis. There it is. Okay. Just so I don't forget. Until what level should I wear expert rings? You can wear it all the way to level 95 or 105. A lot of people wear it till 105, but if you can get like the combo set at 95, then still pretty good. Can you remove refine on your headgear? Yes, you can. Only one channel here though. Oh, it has a pattern? Yes, it has a pattern. Not sure how to earn Zenny. These cards and sell them. Pretty much, yeah, that's one of the things. Other thing too is like the stuff that you get from doing bosses, MVPs or like dailies that you can sell, like hair dyes, all that. You can go ahead and sell them. Is Paladin viable free to play? If you're going to be focusing mainly on being Devo, which means that you're going to be asking for like a lot of help from your guildies, like teachings, like mentorship, all that, to help you level and just help you like not fall behind. Oh, Corey's here. How you doing? What's up, Corey? Corey with his tier 10 done it. God damn. Then Paladin's viable for you. How does Monk do overall as a free-to-play player? Pretty good. Yeah, without Child of Earth or without like a volcanic bulldog, you you will get one shot by even a free-to-play monk as a priest. Do you use status cards in guild? I do not know. Leave all my I don't get it though. Your global CD is 1.6. I'm at 2.4. The only difference in our gear is that I don't have the pipe equip and plus 13 weapon. That's only 2%. Well, the thing about the way that global cooldown works is that if you have enough percentage to put you over the threshold, then that's when it gets really effective. Because the game has a weird mechanic, which it's pretty unexplained, where at certain points it rounds you up in your percentages, and if you reach that percentage point, then you know that's when you get those like spikes in should I say spikes in like global cooldown reduction. What's Mistress card? Should I play Sage? If you have Mistress card, I don't know why you would play Sage if you have a Mistress card though. Like you'd probably, I would probably veer towards ME Priest more, but I would not change my class depending on my MVP card because yeah, top 5 free to play job classes: Champ, Wiz, FS Priest, Biochemist, Devo Paladin. Yeah, tier 10's almost majestic. It is. Yo, Verm! What's going on, brother? Thought you were gonna play ROO with us, Verm. You should have. What are grind levels aside from Sky Petite? Marionettes. You can still do the triple nightmare spawn. You can definitely do the Labyrinth level 2 grind if you can tank it. Capper build already dead right now? Yeah, Mike, it is dead. Sohi or Verit card for long term? Depends on the class. I usually would go Sohi just because it has higher like HP bonuses. Verit is good for monks though, because the SP. Threshold. I don't really know how to explain threshold. I mean, I could pull up the definition of it. To put it more specifically, the dictionary definition is a level or point at which you start to experience something, or at which something starts to happen. So, you know, it's like if you, let's say, what kind of example can I give? So let's say like in order to, let's say if something gets, what's the term again? Carried over? Or something gets rounded up. Yeah, if something gets rounded up, let's say the threshold for it getting rounded up is 0.51 and it gets rounded up to like 1. That's the threshold. I'm gonna start dreaming with D4 again and going for world's first max level. Oh shit. Yo, what up, X? Oh yeah, now that you're here, we're actually gonna do an X video feature. He recorded a video of his of his statue. Let me kill the next time. I'm not doing MR here, by the way. I'm just here because I'm trying to kill the elite. But I guess, you know, like while I'm here, like might as well do MR, right? I camp. Okay, that train. That. Okay, it's done. 6K, get more. Okay, do that research, do that. There, find some more. Oh, actually. Is Bard good? Yep. What's up, M2K? Which app is a free-to-play class? When you can one-shot a whale as a free-to-play, that's a free-to-play friendly class. There we go. It's alive. Ba-da-ba-da. Okay. Well, that's happening. I rubber banding and jump to your backlines by myself. That's not what debate told me. So either he was talking shit and lying, or Sunny D, Thorn Staff or Might Staff? Thorn Staff. No debate about that one. Bon appetit, yo Marionette. This is talking shit. What's a mid-spinner friendly class? Tired of hearing free-to-play friendly. Mid-spinner friendly, Wizard. For sure. Monk is also mid-spinner friendly. Biochemist is... Bard is... Full support priest is... Oh my god. Rams, any thought on the refinement events? We actually just recorded that video, Rams. But basically not good. Alright, so while we're waiting for the next spawn, we're gonna go ahead and open up a new video here by our very own X. So if you guys don't know who he is, then quick introduction. That's him. This is him. He's the current #1 in the server, and he completed his statue yesterday, and he uploaded a video. If you guys want to go ahead and subscribe to him. XXX Ragnarok Origin Islude 7. It's a very long name, brother. But you know, just go ahead, subscribe, like the video, and you know, let's go ahead and check out the video here. Let me just change the properties. Okay. Terminal wing. There you go. All right. Let's increase the volume. Jesus, what is that? 3.5k PvP damage? Oh my god. So, a fire converter plus magnum break works. Basically, this is the statue. If you are curious as to which statue this is, let me go ahead and show you here. It's this one right here. Statue skills. It is one of the first ones that you get here, which is the Terminal Wing Golden Glow. And eventually you get to the Red Flame, and eventually you get to the Polar Knight, which looks like... What in the hell is this? But basically, it's the one that looks like ice. But this one, it's the yellow one, so let's go ahead and play out the video. And again, XXX Ragnarok Origin Islude 7 on YouTube. Go ahead and follow him. If you guys have played Rocks before, you might know him as WoW, W-O-W. He's a bit of a legend in the rock scene from back in the day. So if you guys know him from that, this is the same guy. Wide AoE, wide casting area. There you go. Pretty crazy AoE. And basically that's what it is right there. Continuous blasts, huge damage, and like one thing to note too is that if you are using a stealth class, it it's a very devastating playmaker, right? You saw the range on it. You saw like what the setup could be. Like, you know, you could go ahead and stealth up, get close, get into position, and then like you find a good flank and it's GG from there. So that's pretty crazy playmaker. You know, again, if you can make the right pick with it with a good stack like kill, then that's huge, right? So the other thing too is that like if you miss with it and you don't end up like wiping them and they have their full support piece survive, then you could easily resurrect them and then, you know, they could redo the push all over again. But again, I don't know how much he has spent. If he's willing to reveal that, then we'll go ahead and you know, he'll go ahead and reveal that in the chat for you guys. But you know, that's basically it. So let's continue. After casting, there is no delay. You can use skill right away. Let's see again. Yep, so you can see like he does the animation and right away he goes into backslide, which puts him into stealth, so there is no huge delay. And it's because it's magic, it's most suitable for this one I'm not sure of. I think it scales with both magic and physical damage, but I could be wrong. You can hide and activate, your enemies wouldn't know where you cast them from. Again, yeah, the playmaking is pretty huge. Combo with Osiris card, Kamikaze, Frontline Rush. As you can see, it still kills people. He ran back into my skill area. Okay, thanks, bye. Oh god. But yeah, again, that is Triple X Islude 7 on YouTube. Go ahead and give him subscribe, give him follow if you wanna follow his OP shenanigans. Not 58. There you go. Just switch it over to Origin Glove. Oh my god. The hell? Which card is better for sniper? Savage Babe or Skeleton card? Let's take a look. They both do the same thing. One is better. Okay. Your guild is ready for crossover war. Let's sell this one. I need this, so I'm gonna keep that. Sell that. Actually, no, I'll save that for the shards. And this one I can. Okay, this is better to dismantle than sell. Because this is 20k, right? 20k. You get 200 shards. And then this one right here is a lot more. And it's 400. So I think it's 68k, right? Versus 26k. So this is a higher value to dismantle, and yeah, that's basically it. When I ask where do you grind normally, I would grind over here. Well, somebody's over there right now, but this is one of the usually, well, he's doing, it's kind of trolling over there. He's doing one spot. When usually you should be like here in the middle, gathering these mobs over here, and then gathering these mobs over here, and gathering these mobs over here, and you get like a fuck ton of mobs. And if you can survive that, well, that's the strat. How much harder does it cost to play like plus 15? I got lucky, bro. I 2-tapped my plus 15. There might be a hidden global CD for weapon. Yeah, it might just oh, for autoplay, the one you're at. Oh yeah, the double spot. Yeah, you're doing the double spot over there. Here's the funny thing is like you could actually do this middle spot over here, and you would pull that spot over there, and you would pull this spot over here, and you would also pull this spot over here. So it's like if I put out a Earthlord right now, say like a stack grab fields over here, stack grab fields over here, and then things like start coming over. And then he does the provoke again. You could try to take him over here a little bit more. Over here, buddy. Yeah, but this one's better for auto. Oh my god. But this run over here is probably the best for auto. This one over here, because you get like 4 stacks of mobs. But the only problem with that place is that you might not survive it. Like, I still die from that place, by the way. Did you get your EL already? Yeah. I get a tier 1 EL. Pretty good. That Earthlord is not lazy. No, it's not. This Earthlord is an instigator, bro. You know level 80 XP grind for Whitesmith? For Whitesmith, generally you want to grind on. It depends on how much you spend. Because if you spend a lot, you could actually grind over here with a converter. But if you don't, you're gonna have to find a spot that you can actually grind on. That's easy to kill. Because you don't want to tank a lot. It depends on how much you spend and which mobs you can. Not really so much how much you can spend, because like somebody could spend it wrongly, but it depends on what mob you can one shot, because you don't want to tank damage. Shoutouts to Corey, shoutouts to Popcorn, bro. The man who can't quit RO. Are you still doing the Pete? No. 6% to Demi or max SP 200. Which one? Asura build. SP 200. A lot of champs in NA kept using the SP 200 headgear, the ribbon. All the way into like the late 90s to like the hundreds. Oh, it's 5:13. I should probably get some sleep before the guild events, huh? But yeah, if you want to follow X and his shenanigans, you know, just make sure that you give him a sub on in the on YouTube. Again, it's XXX. Here, I'll link the video for you guys too. Yeah, do you have to spend this game to get strong? I'll be honest with you, yes. You can definitely play something like Champ and then one-shot whales, but you know, if you want to be strong with more choices in the class that you play, then yeah, you have to spend. Two hitting Earth Petite at the moment. Is that good, or should I look for another spot? Two hitting Earth Petite is not bad. But if you can find a spot that has good spawns and you can one-shot it, definitely go for that one. Yeah, it's on this RO cap. The RO cap is still pretty good. Oh, let me put it this way. 200 SP is good, but it matters when you have full SP. If you don't have, the thing about like the demi-human cap is, the RO cap, is that you could not be full SP and you're still taking advantage of it. So put it that way. And if you can still one-shot people even if you're not full SP, then there was no reason for you to use the SP cap. Use the demi-human cap instead. Because I don't know how much you've invested into the game. On a dolphin standpoint, what class do you plan on playing, Clutch? Because if you tell me which class you want to play, oh, wizard, oh, any amount. You can wizard is good even for free to play. So if you spend any amount you spend is definitely, you know, money well spent. That's why I had to firebolt him, bro. He was about to touch it. There you go. 24. We need one more elite. Oh, Synex? Yeah, no, don't even think about playing Synex unless you plan on spending like 100 grand eventually. You got it, Corey. PT grind fix? Yes. Well, not the PT grind itself, but like the channel change mechanic was fixed. If only FO is AoE, it would be good for grinding too. Eventually, when you get to level 100 and when red cores are out, then FO can get some AoE. Has a chance to bounce, has a core for it. But until then, yeah, not much of a choice unless you use Raging Palm Strike or the AoE. How much have I spent? Personally, I've spent $0 in this game. People have gifted me Nyans, and that's why I have some more gear than like a usual free-to-play player. But for the most part, I myself personally have spent $0. FO is AoE, wait till level 90 spend your salary to get that course, yeah. When the right course come out. I get 100 grand, but I don't want it to be like an instant one-time pay. Well, yeah, you can't really do an instant one-time play. One-time pay, I mean. Because like you wanna stretch it out. You wanna stretch it out too with like all the sales that the special deals that they have. That way you get more bang for your buck because you don't want to spend just like 100 grand outright. Like a lot of people have spent it wrong and spent like, you know, 80 grand, 100 grand and spent it wrong and then wonder why they're still so weak because they spent it all on the wrong things. But if you're willing to go that far, then you can definitely play Synex. Synex is Synex Sage, definitely one of the more hyper carry classes in the game as long as you have the budget for it. But yeah, 100 grand USD. But I'm pretty sure that's what Clutch meant as well. So any leveling spot recommendation for 7836 since C patch the CT bug? 78 for you, Elias. It would probably still be better for you to do the triple nightmare spot. If you don't know that one, I did make a video about it in my channel. If you want to check that out. What level can I stay at Earth Petite? How long speed before you move to the next one? If you are, the thing is like they're gonna be good for you for a while. But the thing is, like, the closer they get the hard cap, then, you know... is there any reason why you would not want to do... Nightmare instead, team? I know it's manual, but... best way to increase MDEF ignore? Feathers. Neon tax in D2. The neon tax. Or cartridge card worth it for sniper or cell? It's a good placeholder, Chase. It's a really good placeholder. Hmm. I can't wait for Sage. Yo, M2, you sure? That's a lot of. If you're gonna go Sage, man, holy, that's like a lot of investment right there. Oh, it's Zordy. Hey, Zordy. Should I spend a prioritize for max for low spender? What for LK Paladin? Oh, you're gonna go Paladin? Okay, good. Uh, for Paladin, don't go this one for sure. You don't want to go this one for the pet stuff. I'd say like you could go. Where is it? Oh, there you go. PvP damage reduction. This is good. You do a lot of neutral damage anyway as Paladin, like your shield boomerang, all that. So this helps you a little bit, and it gives you PvP damage reduction. This one is good, is decent for grinding, and also gives you PvP damage reduction. So basically, what you want to do is you just want to open this, open this, open this, open this, just to get like the initial like stat bonuses, and then after that you can worry about like which one you want to do first. Like you could go, where is it? There you go. You could go PvP damage reduction first if you want. I'm assuming you're gonna go. You said vitality, so you didn't say vitality, but you're trying to be like Devo. You definitely want to go this route, right? This is good. And if you're using, where is it? There you go. If you're using shield boomerang to grind, which is probably your best best like grinding skill, then yeah, this is also really good. At the same time, if you're using Holy Cross or some Grand Cross, you could increase this too to increase your holy damage. But yeah, it's up to, depends on what you're trying to do, really. Hmm. Hold on. When you're switching from highways to stage, do you need to still keep your global CD high? Yes, kinda, yeah. Because you still want to be able to like blast people with bolts. Hey, Clutch. Yes, I am. I grew up in Bacolod City. Grew up there until I was 16 before I moved over. When you were switching to, okay, prioritize getting the mats for level 80 equipped since I'm already kept. Yeah. You can try to use your MA for it. 80 gear is a pretty huge power spike. I'm trying to get this last elite so I can go sleep. I have about like another 3 hours of sleep, so I can do guild events, and then I will. After guild events, I'm going to start editing videos. Best run fast spot for level 80 highways. Oh, there it is. You can oh shit. You can go. You can still do triple nightmare. Triple nightmare is still good. Or you can go to the marionette spot. There we go. The Champ, Hunter, Knight easy to build. Don't play Hunter, don't play Knight. You can play Champ if you want. For pure Asura build, or can you make a guide for it? Statue's pretty straightforward. Just go straight up like damage. There's very limited choices for damage, so you'll see it right away. What is the respawn time of elites? Elites 8 minutes. Gravity field for marionette? Yes. Gravity field. They're ghost demons, so they take extra damage from gravity field. What am I gonna do here? I'll do my minis later. I'll do Halheim later. MVPs are all done. Okay. Wait, hold on. Do we have enough? Yeah. 2 chapter of freedoms and then hammer and chisel. Yes, please. Let's buy that. Working on getting this. I still need quite a bit. Like I need like 10 more. Yeah, I'll get there. No rush. Nobody's that ahead at the moment. Oh, baby. Let's see. 125. It only adds 70 DP, but it actually it's such a huge value, and that's why, like, you know, people are so worried about inflated DP that it makes no sense to worry about it at some point. So, yeah. Reinforce. I only really need 1 more level, and then need 25 more hammers to get the P damage and the damage reduction. So it's better to just do this. Get it to level 3. Because it's 2 and 2 anyway. And then I can... Yeah. Hey. Marionette spy if you're a bit lazy. If you're a bit lazy, yeah. Or the double nightmare spot if you're feeling lazy. The hard ones okay to play as a dolphin. I don't really mind if I'm not the best. It's not so much like because they're hard to build. It's just that they cost a lot. They need to reach a certain threshold, or they need to do a certain amount of damage at a certain amount of time, and if they don't, they get caught out and then they die. What's your take on crit DD versus Soul Destroyer Cynics for global meta? I like Soul Destroyer is definitely more forgiving, I have to say, but I like DD crit more because I feel like it's more DD crit is more punishing for people that are out of position. But in terms of like picking of like picks, SD definitely is up there. But in terms of like spending, DD crit is definitely more expensive. SD can get away with less. So depending on like how much you've invested into the class, then there you go. So Elite Mantis still provides good XP when you're gap 13 levels. Oh no, it's not the regular Mantis. The regular Mantis is like level 70, right? So but the one that we're killing is this one right here, Swift Mantis, level 96. I need to do my MA soon. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna go do my MRing at Sven. Hey, Philippines. I grew up in the Philippines, correct? Is there a double or good spot for marionettes? Yes, mid right after the portal. Spot's crazy. Yeah, Spot's kind of Spot's kind of insane. I will be making a video for that as well. Like, treat it as like a post Sky Petite era. What is my card? Like my credit card? Or a business card? Do you know any whales? Or are you friends with any? Yes. Still have magic level 3 enchant on one of you. Well, the thing is, like, yeah, it carries over, Elias. You don't lose the magic 3 enchant if you switch, because it's attached to the equipment slot, not the equipment itself. Tried Nightmare, 2 hits too. Thanks for the info, bro. Get your mustard. Yeah. Thanks, team. Try to get double 3-star Strauf if you can, team. So you can one-shot the Nightmares. Because you're gonna need those for glass time anyway, so it's not like it's gonna be a wasted investment. All 70, 80 fast level video you showed the other day, has it been nerfed? Yes, yes it has. Any advice for affordable things to get agility? A lot of them are not cheap and affordable. Besides, like, the basic equipment, you know, Dragonfly card costs a lot. Go here. All right. Kitten Claw. What equipment cards are you using as High Wizard? Ah, there you go. Well, you saw already. That, I'm killing fish monsters, a horn card for ranged. I don't have a Taro card yet. That's what I'm using. Sometimes this for PvP. Dora. I'm not 3-starring this, by the way, because there's no point. Sohi, and I use Wraith cards. Elder Willow. And now I can change this to this one. And then Golden Thief Bug over here. I don't have anything else though. Oh yeah, that's pretty much it. Actually, let's go over to this spot right here because this has better mobs. Absolute neglect on parry and flee. And then, oh my god. And you get more damage with more like hit you have, I believe. I don't have a global CD mount now. I'm using physical damage. Unless you where is it? This one right here. Wraith Brother Mimic? Yes, Mimic is useless late game. Is there an XP database of mobs on ROO? There's no point in making an XP database because, like, the higher level the mob, the more XP it gives. That's just what they do. And eventually when Glass Time comes out, there's certain mobs that are incredibly tanky but give more XP, just like Dark Frame. So yeah, there's no, it's not like R1 where like, oh, this special mob right here gives you like so much more base, or this mob right here gives you so much more job XP. It doesn't exist in this one. Yeah. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and catch some sleep here, because I'm trying to catch up on sleep after the whole Sky Petite thing is done. My body definitely has been asking for a lot more rest, and the thing is, like, I don't want to get sick. Because getting sick is expensive. And when you get sick and you have to pay for medicine, you think about, like, how you could have spent it on yawns instead, and that hurts your heart a little bit. So, yeah, I'll catch you guys later. And look forward to the video being uploaded. Since I have a lot more time now, then I can definitely edit more videos.